She's on. You can tune into her on our YouTube channel.
Tonight.
You can actually stop talking. I'm trying to say something. So it's a YouTube channel, so you can watch her in the studio and listen to who she talks to tonight. And it's Kiki Classic Rock. Take it away, Kiki.
So we know we always have song to begin the night on a Friday night, and tonight is no different. Everybody, it's Steve Miller. You know why? Because he's magical. So I want everybody to get up, move your thighs around, get your cankles all de-inflated, and let's go. Happy Friday, everybody. You know why? I heat up. I can't cool down. You got me spinning round and around. Round and round, round it goes. Where it stops, nobody knows. Every time you call my name, I heat up like a burning flame, full of desire. Kiss me, baby, let the fire get higher. That's right. I wanna reach out and grab ya. Abracadabra. Abracadabra. I'm so serious. You make me hot. You make me sigh. You make me laugh. Ha ha. You make me cry. Keep me burning for your love with a touch of a velvet glove. Oh yeah, I gotta keep going. I wanna reach out and grab ya. Abracadabra. That's right. Jeff Pilson has no idea what he's in. He's like, why am I doing this? I feel the magic in your caress. Magical. I feel magic when I touch your dress. Silk and satin, leather and lace. Black panties with an angel's face. Crazy. I can see magic in your eyes. I hear the magic in your size. Just when I think I'm gonna get away, I hear those words that you always say. Sing it, Steve, non-Steve, because it's karaoke. I wanna reach out and grab ya. Abracadabra. You want to make me disappear, don't you? And it's fine. Okay, that's it. That's it.
That's it.
I'm sweating.
Oh my God.
I'm sweating right now.
Hey, sweating. Oh, that's fine. That wasn't bad. I mean, you're getting better as some weeks you're pretty good, and some weeks not so good. But this week wasn't bad, right? On a scale from 1 to 10, I'd say about a 5, right? I think so. So Kiki's.
Now I gotta figure out all this stuff.
Oh my God! Will you stop complaining? Oh my God! All you do is complain.
I really don't complain. I am so low maintenance. It's not even funny.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever. That's fine.
Oh, please.
Oh, please what?
Please.
Please.
Don't even say that. Oh my God. Why do I look like a dotted monster? Hold on.
Oh my God. Here she goes. She's worrying about what you. What? Why? What?
It's crazy. All right. It's not so monstrous. Now, it is kind of monstrous, but it is what it is. Oh, I got to put this on.
Oh
Hold
my
on.
God.
Oh, is that better? Oh, I look even worse, but it's fine. What am I going to do?
You put your camera light on over the computer too.
Can't run out and get a facelift now.
Kiki, did you hear me? Okay, that's good. That's good.
Like not enough.
Oh my God, this production. Why you move the camera?
All right, let me say hi to everybody. So hello to Roberta. Hi, Nancy.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me talking?
No.
Good.
Hi, Sandra. Hi, Mark. Hi, Carol. Hi, Patty. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Kathy Waddle.
Yeah.
Hi, Christina.
Yeah, it's good.
Hi, everybody.
That's great.
Happy Friday.
It's Friday? Boy, where does this week goes right by.
I know.
And it's almost the 1st of March already. Can you believe that?
I can't.
Wow.
I really can't believe it.
And they're forecasting possibly a major snowstorm.
No.
Maybe. I don't know.
No.
Well, whatever.
No. Well, it's snowing a lot of other places.
Well,
Did
yeah.
you know that?
Well, I kind of know that, yeah. But
no, there's a lot of snow going on.
That's good.
Wisconsin. So
Wisconsin,
you know where they make cheese?
Yeah, I know.
There's snow there.
There's snow and cheese,
cheese
right?
And
up in New Hampshire and Maine, they got a lot of snow too. The last couple of days, so all the skiers are going absolutely nuts, which is absolutely fabulous.
How good is that, though?
Right.
Good for the skiers.
I know.
And good for the ski places.
I mean, people were night skiing in Massachusetts last night at Wachusett Mountain. They were going crazy. All the families and everything, because this is school vacation week on the East Coast. So
my God.
everybody's
It's
going
been
nuts.
decades since we've had one of those.
Since
in our
what?
family, since we've had school vacation in our family.
Well, I'm always on school vacation.
And hi,
thank,
Bill.
Thank God I don't
And
go to school anymore.
And you know what's so funny?
What's that?
The boys, our boys, literally used to, when it would snow the night before school, they would go get a snowball and throw it down the toilet and flush it.
Why?
Because they believed that if they did that, there would be no school the next day.
Are you serious? How come I never knew this?
Well, because you didn't pay attention.
So our boys just take a snowball,
Cheers.
Go outside, and put the snowball down the toilet?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why I've had the problem with the toilet for so many years.
No.
It's
just water.
Just water?
Did I say hi to Kathy Bailey? Hello, Kathy
I
Bailey.
don't know. Maybe you want to buy a house in Texas. So
I know you do.
What?
You do.
I'm not going to start singing this phone number yet. So
Do I have a chip on my teeth? No.
What?
No, I don't.
What do you think I'm doing? Watching you?
Do I look like a chimp? I feel like I look like a chimpanzee right now.
It wasn't a bad ride down Jamestown tonight, but it's cold out, but it's fine. And Louis doing better, and he's getting to be his old pain in the ass self again.
His old cranky self.
Oh my God! Like running around and yelping and what? Louis is a little Yorkie dog, so
it's so funny. So all right, so here's another Alism.
Alism.
So the other day I was, I've told you guys when I get something in my mind, and I'm like, oh, I want strawberries or I want strawberry ice cream. Well, I said to Al, I want black jelly beans.
Right.
So he goes to a big box store and he goes, this is all they have.
You told me to go to the big box store and get them.
Well, because you had to get my medicine.
Right,
so
right.
He goes, this is all they have. I'm like, don't they have other brands? And you said, no, this is all they have. I said, well, whatever, just get them.
Yeah.
He comes home with 4 bags.
Well, they're small, like bags.
They're not. And I just want you guys to know that they're all almost gone because of both me and him. Because I was yelling at him, like, why'd you buy 4 bags? Well, the reason why I was yelling, because I didn't want to eat all of them.
Well, are you glad I got them now?
I know.
But I shared them on this the Facebook, whatever the hell you call it, page, and people going crazy.
Oh, hi, Rose.
And Jennifer from north of Boston, she says, how can you eat those things? Those things are yicky. But everybody else loved them.
I love them.
Everybody loves black jelly beans. Even Bill from Kentucky likes black jelly beans.
Oh, I love them. Gosh.
And then
and you chew on them, and you gotta chew all the hard stuff off the outside.
Right.
And then the licorice is in the middle. Oh my gosh.
It was good.
I love it.
And then Crazy Howard from Massachusetts shared with me tonight his cannoli. And he never shared his cannoli with me before, but cannoli's coast to coast and Kiki FM tonight. And people are just loving it. Carol says you're killing me.
And Al was literally, he goes, look at this picture on, that Howard sent me on Facebook. To me, it looked like a fish.
Hang on, who's calling me?
It looked like I don't know, tilapia or something. It was just so weird. And he goes, no, that's a cannoli. That just shows what my eyesight is doing to my body. It's so ridiculous. And anyway, so I've eaten almost all the black jelly beans, and then we're going to a rib place tomorrow. I'm really excited.
That's good.
Going with my
Somebody's asking for Luke. I don't know why I had the ringer on the studio line here.
Somebody's asking for Luke?
Yeah, I mean, Don
Luke
James.
and Laura.
I don't know.
Oh my gosh, from General Hospital.
No. He's hi, Luke, and there's a new phone down here at Jason. I don't know. And he said, "Hey, Luke," and I said, "I don't know."
Oh, feel better, Jenny. Sorry.
Yeah, well,
I had that. Wait, let me run out for 1 second.
What are you gonna run out for? Oh my God! Just listen to feedback. Oh my God, this is not professional. We got a rock star coming on in like 5 minutes, and you decide you want to sound professional. And do a sound check. You have to run out of the studio and do something. What the hell are you doing? I just don't get it. Oh God. What are you running out for? Oh my God. This is a professional broadcast.
I know. I forgot to get tissue.
We don't know what tissue is.
Oh, what do you want from me?
What do you want from you? But
colitis. Holy moly, that sounds rough.
Yeah.
That sounds rough. Like, I don't think I've ever had that.
Yeah, it sucks. That's what happens when you get older. You get all these things going on.
No, things happen.
Yeah, things happen.
And you know what I bought? Instead of natural peanut butter, I went to one of our local stores last night, and I bought almond butter.
Oh yeah, you showed that to me.
I'm not really a fan.
Really? So why'd you buy it for?
Because it's crunchy. I had to try it.
Okay.
But I don't really like it. I mean, I'm not gonna get it again.
Okay. So I'll be back in a second because I have to do my technical stuff here. And you can talk about whatever you want to talk about. And we want to thank everybody for joining us. And Peter Michaels is here. Now I can sleep better tonight. Peter
Peter
Michaels
Michaels.
from Massachusetts.
How are you,
And
Peter?
I saw your friend Peter Michaels at the Guess Who concert, and he was there, and he was showing me like a CD and everything else. He was taking like 20,000 pictures with Haley, which was great. But I says, "Where's Peter Michaels?" I don't know, whatever. So your friend, I saw him last. It was a week ago tonight. Can you believe that? The Guess Who, and Guess Who are selling out everywhere. Everywhere.
They really are.
They're a great group and everything else. And so Kenny's saying hello. I'll be back in a second.
Okay. I am so mad I didn't get to see the Guess Who, but you know what? So I want to go visit my daughter in Myrtle Beach. And if any of you know like any good concerts coming to Myrtle Beach, stuff that I would want to see, let me know, because I don't see anything that I want to see. And the Guess Who, I'm like, oh, good, the Guess Who are going to be there. And because I'm trying to plan a concert around the trip. And no, the Guess Who were already there. So I don't know. I couldn't find much. So let me know if you guys have a Myrtle Beach connection. My daughter's sending me all country artists. And I'm like, yeah, all right. Country's good and everything, but that's not my bag. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to fly somewhere to go see a country band because I don't know the music. I don't. Except for, remember I told you guys to watch George and Tammy on Showtime? You have to watch it. It was so, so good. I almost started watching it again, actually, this past weekend because I was down and out for the whole weekend, but I did not do it. Hi, Patty. Did I say hi to you? I don't know. Hi, Jan Marie. How are you? And everybody, I hope you had a great week. You know, I think this week went by super fast. It's really cold here, as Al was saying. And we're supposed to get snow next week, but I hope not. I mean, we're almost in March. So, and my best friend Michelle's birthday is next week. She's going to go skiing, which is awesome. And she's been waiting like years. I think this is 3 years. She hasn't been skiing. So I can't ski. I would break everything on my body. I would not be able to do it. She's very fit and sporty, as I am not. I am reality TV and listening to my music. That's about it. I am not Sporty Spice at all. Peter Michaels, I can't believe we haven't seen you. So we're very happy you're here with us this evening. And Al was really hoping to see you last week, but it's okay because we'll catch you at the next one. Grand Funk is coming in June, I believe. And that I looked at the tickets yesterday. I'm like, holy moly, those tickets are selling out really fast. Dionne Warwick. Now, come on. I know, right? But come on, that's what friends are for. Stop it. You know what I was listening to before I came on the air? Lou Rawls. You'll never find another love like mine. I love him. So, it just brings me into a different type of headspace.
So there's a guy here who's probably going to critique your singing. Jeff, do you like Lou Rawls?
Lou Rawls?
Yeah, do you know who he
Sure.
is? Yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Great low voice. Really nice baritone. Or bass, maybe even.
Right. He sounds kind of like a Barry White, doesn't he?
Yeah. That's bass zone.
Yeah. So Jeff and I have, we're like brothers here. I asked him a question, and he's the same way I am today. So I love you, Jeff. And here's Kiki, okay?
Okay, thank you.
From Dokken to Dio to Foreigner, this platinum-selling artist has worked with literally hundreds of amazing icons, and his videos during his time with Dokken have millions and millions of views on YouTube. And while he continues to do what he loves, he also studies and teaches the art of yoga. He's getting ready to embark on his Vegas residency, as well as begin the journey to say goodbye to his road life with Foreigner after being with them for almost 20 years. Jeff Pilson, everybody. Hi, Jeff.
Well, hello, Kiki. Good to be here.
Hey, so nice to have you. We were having a big discussion about your hair the other night. I just have to tell you.
Wow. And what, pray tell, did you say?
All right. So everybody's like, oh, he has nice red hair. It's red. It's red. It's red. And your eyelashes are red. So tell us, are your eyelashes and your hair red?
Yes, and it's all real, and I haven't dyed my hair in probably 25 years. So, yeah.
All right. So thank you for clearing that up. I'm serious. We had like a 20-minute conversation here on YouTube. It was ridiculous.
Wow.
I know these things come up, and I'm like, okay, I'll ask. So, Jeff, is it a buildup for you to get ready to end your time with Foreigner?
Is it a buildup, did you say?
Yeah, is it kind of the anticipation and You know.
Well, yeah, it's a lot of mixed emotions. I mean, certainly, we've been doing it for 20 years, or close to 20 years. So, it's not like it's taking me by surprise that we're coming to an end. Um, but then again, the band is feeling, sounding, playing, singing, performing great right now,
Yeah.
getting along great. So in many ways, it's kind of a funny time to stop. But what I love about it is that we're stopping while we are still firing on all cylinders. And we just don't want to be one of those bands that, you know, kind of, goes past their expiration date, so to speak. And we want to go out while we're on top because, number one, it's Mick Jones's legacy and Foreigner's legacy, and those things deserve the best. So we're going to go out on top, and I'm feeling really good about it. And yes, I will miss the Foreigner touring in many ways, but hey, it'll be great to actually have a life and all good.
I don't know if you're really gonna have a life though, because you're a busy guy. We'll get into all of that, but holy moly, it seems like you don't slow down. You can't slow down.
You know what? Unfortunately, I'm having a hard time hearing you.
Oh, okay.
So if you could just speak up nice and loud and
Okay,
clear, that'd be better for
Jeff,
me.
it's all my fault. I'm not legit in my job description because I didn't take a shower yesterday, so I'll turn her up for you, okay?
All right. Well, shower first.
Okay, thank you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Awesome,
good. That's
awesome. So, Jeff, you have been one of the lucky ones to be able to have this career doing something that you absolutely love. And you've been doing this your whole life. How is that for you, to say that I'm the guy who was able to make a career out of doing what I love?
Well, you being aware of the situation in the world and the way things are with music and the music business, I feel very lucky. I feel like I was, hey, listen, I've worked really hard, and I certainly believe I deserve having a decent career, but it did take a lot of work, and I also know that there's luck involved. Not everybody gets to make music as their living for their whole life, which looks like I'm going to be doing. So, yeah, it's a very cool feeling, but all it does is it sort of reinforces your dedication because you realize, well, if I'm one of these fortunate few that gets to do this, I better do this well.
Yeah, right.
and I better not, cut corners or compromise, and I better give this my all. And it does. It inspires me for that. So, yeah, I use the gratitude to kind of propel me as much as I can.
And you've definitely done it well. I mean, you have so many nice things said about you all the time. And you definitely, I don't know you, I've never met you, but it seems like you're very grounded, which sometimes is difficult to do in the industry that you're in.
Yeah, there's a few unusual birds out there, no question about it. And I like to think I'm more grounded than that.
Yeah. No, you seem to be. You really do. And like I said, people, you read very nice things about Jeff Pilson, which is great.
Well, thank you. That's very kind of you.
And, I thought it was so cool when I read that you worked with Marty Balin. I was like,
wow.
I love him. I actually got to speak with him just before he had passed. And so,
wow.
Yeah. So when I got to reading that you worked with him on Rock Justice, a rock opera. You were, I think, 19 at the time. How, what did you say? Were you saying to yourself, were you kind of in a moment like, oh my gosh, this guy's from Jefferson, Starship Airplane, all of them, like, wow.
Well, yeah, sure. I mean, there was a recognition that, Marty has achieved a lot and had a lot to offer and say, and he was a really great guy. He really was. And he was a fun guy, and he was very, very pure in his musical vision. And that's one thing I loved about him. He was just authentic. So yeah, working with Marty was great. I mean, again, it wasn't like I was constantly going around thinking, oh my God, this is Marty Balin. But at the same time, I certainly recognized and appreciated everything he'd done and welcomed his input at every level.
Yeah. Now, did he give you any, advice back then that you still remember today?
Huh, that's a good question. Let me think. I'm sure he did. You know what I remember? I remember being in the studio doing background vocals, and I remember, I remember, um, we were doing something, and I, because I'm kind of picky. I'm sort of, a little bit over the top in that way. That's probably why I've become a producer. But I remember I pointed something out, and Marty was like, "Do you really think anybody's going to hear that when we do like 10 tracks of this?"
Oh my
And I
God.
remember thinking, "Yeah, you're probably right. I mean, I like to do it." So that everybody sounds really good. And if it's a little rough, I'd prefer to do it again. But
Right.
if you really love it, that's okay. I think he kind of helped me become less of a perfectionist and more of a vibe person, because he
Interesting.
was totally a vibe person. And that's so important. So I would say if there's something he taught me, it was that. Just the vibe is always more important.
And that's so cool because you got that tidbit when you were young. You were just starting,
Yeah,
right?
I was a kid.
So you got to grab that from somebody like Marty Ballin who had,
Hmm.
been around. And that is, see, because I'm telling you, when I read this, oh my gosh, I love Marty. I love him. He was so nice. But I thought it also came around when you worked with Mickey Thomas later on Starship's
Yeah.
album Loveless Fascination, and it was engineered and
Yes.
produced at your studio.
And what's really funny about that is the opening song on that Starship record.
Yeah.
It's called "It's Not the Same as Love." Was a song, that chorus I wrote when I was working with Marty in the late 70s.
Stop it.
And it's so funny, because he said to me, well, write me a song, write me a song. So I started working on that, and I played him that chorus, and he goes, "I love it, finish it up." So I did, but by then he had kind of moved on to other things.
Wow.
But I revisited the song when I started working with Mickey, because I remembered that chorus. I just remember thinking it sounded so Starship-y to me, and that I knew Marty loved it. So I played it for Mickey. He was like, "Oh, I love it." So it was such a great completion situation, full circle. Having that song be born in the late 70s with Marty and then finished with Mickey in 2012, pretty cool.
Gosh. Oh my God. It's crazy. I can't believe that. Wow. I love that. I love that story. And Mike Varney,
Mm.
who produced Rock Justice with Marty, also originated Shrapnel Records. The label was dedicated to heavy metal. And there you are, you're in a band with someone else, but Mike connected you with Dokken in 1983. And it all began, right?
That's right. Yeah, and it was also because of Mike. Mike was the guy you'd call back then. If you wanted to find somebody for your band, you'd call Mike and say, "Hey, and in this case, Don Dokken called him and said, "Hey, a singing bass player?" And Mike said, "Yeah, I know a guy that just moved to LA," which I had. So it worked out perfect. And yeah, I mean, I've thanked Mike umpteen billion times for that, but umpteen billion and one is never too many.
Yeah, right. I mean, because that was it. It just took off for you then. And here you are in the 80s in this humongous band, and Alone Again, written by you and Don. But Don wrote that song back in the 70s. You helped finish it. The song was, as I read, tucked away for quite some time. But what was the magic that you put into that song to make it blow up as it did?
Well, I don't know how much necessarily I just added, but I mean, how much magic I necessarily added. But I mean, basically, he had a song and he had the chorus, the "I'm alone again without you." And when I heard that, I said, "That's great," and I thought that's outstanding. The verse that he had was kind of nondescript. I kind of don't remember it. But I remember we sat down, and we sat down, and I came up with the opening, dum, ba da da dum, that opening chord, which I stole from King Crimson, by the way. Anyway, and anyways, he and we just started working on the verses and the pre-chorus, and just kind of pulled it together. So, but honestly, the bulk of the song is the fact that you have that "I'm alone again without you" chorus, which is just so strong. That's what I was attracted to. And so we finished the song together to put it where it was, and I'm just really happy with how it came out.
Oh, it's such an awesome song. I mean, I'm listening to it all week going, oh my gosh, this needs to come back. Like it needs to be out there, it's already out there, but it needs to just have new life or something. It's so great. Can you hear me, Jeff?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so
when
sorry.
when your voice trails off, I kind of have a hard time hearing.
Okay.
But yeah.
All right. I'm so sorry. So,
That's all right. That's
Jeff,
all right.
when you were on American Bandstand with Dokken, I felt like you were kind of jumping around Dick Clark, like you were so excited to be there. What was that day like for you?
Well, as I recall, we had a very late evening the night before. So,
oh, there you go.
So I was probably very hungover, I'm guessing, as I remember. But yeah, of course, it was exciting. It was great. I mean, it was American Bandstand. How often do you get to do that? When you're lip syncing, it's not like the same kind of pressure as when you're full on performing. But
Right.
It was great, and the whole what's really impressive about Dick Clark was the organization around him. He had amazing people doing everything, and he was just really cool and personable. I remember he came out and talked to us before, and I remember he was in casual clothes, and he looked much more dressed down than the Dick Clark you see when when he would have all his his hair slicked back and all that kind of thing. Right. And it was just cool. He was just a really cool guy. You could tell he was a guy that's been around music forever. Nothing phases him. And as a consequence, he's sort of, he's a great cheerleader. And it really comes across. He was a very, very personable, nice man who really knew what he was doing and ran a hell of a ship.
You're so fortunate, really, to be able to.
I am.
Have
I couldn't agree more.
Experience. I mean, I would have loved to have met Dick Clark, but to just be there and be in that crowd and element. Oh man, it just the feeling must have been crazy. But I'm watching you in the video. Going, oh my! Like I thought you were going to just jump on him. Like you were so like it looked like you were so excited.
I probably was. But a little hungover as well. So.
Yeah. No, I get it. No, the 80s was absolutely the decade of everything. And you were lucky enough really to have just such a huge part in it. You're like 24, 25 years old. You're on the road with the Dio, Twisted Sister, Kiss. You're performing overseas. You're doing it. And I feel like you were just the guy who had a blast doing what you were doing. But what is your most vivid memory from the Dokken years?
My most vivid memory. Ooh, that's a good one. All right, a couple things. The Dio tour that we did in '84 and '85 is a big thing in my head because number one, those guys were such a great example. We were kind of just getting going as a touring band. And we needed help. There's a lot of areas where we were not great live yet. And George and I every night would go out and watch Dio. We'd say, I can picture it so clearly. We'd go sit on the side and just watch as much of their set as we could. Sometimes obviously we had to leave because we had to drive to the next city. But we would watch them as much as we could, and we were sponges. We wanted to learn. Then it's also so important for me because it begins my friendship with Ronnie and Vinny and Vivian and Jimmy and Claude, who was their keyboard player. And, all those guys are either, Ronnie and Jimmy are no longer with us, but both of them became extremely good friends. Extremely good friends. And so that was a big thing for me starting that. And the thing is, Ronnie was so cool on that tour right away because there was something about both the bands and the crew for Dokken and Dio that just got along great. And everything was just it was so much fun traveling with that, because a lot of times we'd fly to cities together and it was really, really fun. I remember Ronnie having a big Super Bowl party and, just all that kind of stuff. And it was a really great road experience that changed everything for Dokken because it made us a better band, changed everything for me because it was not only future bandmates, but future very dear friends were being made. And it was just a great time in music. So that stands out to me. The Monsters of Rock tour in 1988, when we're playing stadiums with Van Halen, Scorpions, and Kingdom Come and Metallica.
Man.
And that was just a wild, wild experience. I mean, unfortunately, it became a little more of a party than it should have been because, basically we had to take a couple days between shows because the stage set was so huge that to fly it in or to drive it to the next city and set it up always took an extra day. So we had more time off than usual on that tour, and that was spent in hotel rooms with the other bands testing out how much we could deplete their alcohol supplies. And we did a really good job. So that stands out to me as a big moment. I guess those are kind of the biggest. I mean, and then, I got to work with, Jeff Workman and Roy Thomas Baker and, Wynn Davis and Michael Wagner and Neil Kernan, all these wonderful, wonderful, wonderful people, producers and engineers and whatnot. And there's just so many numerous experiences that meant a lot to me in Dokken, but those are a few that really stand out.
Awesome. It's just, oh man, the fun you must have had though.
See, now that I didn't hear. Could you say it again?
Oh, sure. The fun you must have had.
Oh, it was a nonstop party.
Dang. Now you were also on tour with Aerosmith, correct?
Yeah, actually, that would be another one I should probably mention just because that was such a great tour for us. That was kind of where we peaked as far as we were pretty popular at that point. So it felt a little bit more like a co-headlining run, although, Aerosmith's great, of course, but we were at a very high point and the show was just so exciting because both bands were doing really well. Mm-hmm. The Aerosmith guys were great. They were just, salt of the earth people. And, I still feel that way about those guys. I mean, all my connections with them in the years since have been very, very positive. And I'm just, I really valued that time.
Nice. And on that tour, the Permanent Vacation tour, that is when Liv Tyler found out Steven was her dad.
Yeah. And I kind of remember the hubbub around that.
Do
so
you?
Yes,
I was just
she was just a little thing, but yes, I remember.
Yeah, she was 11 years old, and that I remember that
she was
too.
A tall 11.
Isn't she still tall? She's just a tall lady.
Now she's a tall 30 or whatever.
Yeah, right. A beautiful, beautiful woman. So
she really is. She's cool.
Yeah, and I mean, again,
I only met her when she was 11, but
you met her when
cool then.
But you met her when she found out Steven Tyler was her dad. Like that's just crazy.
I remember her coming around during that. Yeah, it was bizarre, and I remember hearing the stories.
Gosh, dang! See, you really got to be in a band during the best time of our lives. That's what I say.
Well, I definitely was in a band when it was a great time to be in a rock band.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
The 80s were kind of the peak, but it was sex, drugs, and rock and roll. And I think we all needed a little bit of a wake up call after that. And so I think everybody that intended to got more serious about music after that. And I think that's a good thing.
Yeah. Now, this is a very serious question. Do you still have your leather pants from the Dokken days?
I never actually had any leather pants. I had that fake stuff, pleather. And no, I don't have any of those. Somewhere there's a Hard Rock Cafe somewhere, and I forget where, but that has our Under Lock and Key outfits, I believe, which is what that fake leather was.
Well, they looked like leather. They really did look real.
Well, that was the whole idea.
Now, a fan question. This is from Bill from Kentucky. He said that he heard in an interview once that Don gave George a microphone and he never turned it on for him. Is that true or false?
Wow. Well, I think there was a period where George decided he wanted to do background vocals. So I think he did have a mic for a while. And I think it was actually on. I'm not 100% sure it was on in the PA, but I'm pretty sure it was on stage.
Oh my gosh. So Dokken broke up in 88, and in 93 you joined and toured. Here we go with the full circle again, Ronnie James Dio. So many musicians, they look up to him and they have nothing but great things to say about Ronnie. Now, what was it about Ronnie that makes him continue to be remembered and loved by literally everyone?
Well, because not only being the greatest singer, the greatest metal singer of all time, which I
Yeah.
think is, at least in my mind, is indisputable. He was an amazing human being. I mean, he was just a great human being,
Yeah.
and fun to be around, fun to be in a band with, really fun to work with, because both he and I had very hard work ethics, and so I think he was really excited to have me in the band because he was somebody who was really a hard worker, and I think he loved that because he's a hard worker. He's just we both have kind of the Midwestern values of hard work and all that kind of thing. But Ronnie, I can't stress enough what a great guy he was. Just a great human being on every level. That's the main reason. I mean, but it's because it's backed up with this guy who is such an incredible superhuman voice.
Yeah.
So you put the two together and you have an unmistakable combination.
Mm-hmm. And you also helped record Ronnie's final album with Dio, Master of the Moon, in 2004. And you could not go on tour with him because you got another job, and that was with Foreigner. So do you ever...
Well, actually, that's ultimately true, but at the time it wasn't, because when we were doing the Master of the Moon record, Ronnie knew that I didn't plan on going on the road, but then they asked me, they said, well, listen, what would you think about you did the record? And I was like, well, I'd love to, but honestly, my wife was pregnant at the time, and we were about to have our daughter. So I didn't want to go on the road at that point. And then it was months later that Foreigner actually called up and made it impossible to resist offers. So, but it wasn't that I turned down Ronnie for Foreigner. It actually happened over a longer period of time than that.
So now, did you have your daughter when you got the job offer from Foreigner?
Well, she was when I got the job. Yeah, actually, the first show I ever did with Foreigner, she was 6 weeks old.
Oh my gosh.
And yeah, that was her first rock concert and her first limo ride.
Hopefully she had headphones on.
Oh, of course. Oh, yeah. We were always good about that. Although it was an outdoor show, so it wasn't as bad. But yeah, she did definitely wear her things. But anyway, so I got, that was in July of over. She was born in June. We did the show in July. And after that show, Mick was so jazzed that's when he decided, I want to revamp this. So we started talking about, doing a revamped Foreigner, but it didn't actually happen until the following March, which was perfect for me because it gave me all that time with my daughter. So it was great.
That is pretty awesome. And how did you get into Foreigner? How did that happen?
Well, in the year 2000, I was in a movie called Rockstar, and in the movie with me was Jason Bonham, who of course is the son of legendary Zeppelin drummer John Bonham. And Jason and I just got along great in the movie, musically, personally, just all the way around. We wrote a song together for the movie, although it didn't actually make the movie, but it made the record. So we had that bond already. So when he started working with Mick Jones in 2004, a couple years later, they just called me up and said, hey, what do you think? Do you want to try this out? And so I came down, we did the show, and it was just fabulous chemistry and got us all excited and set us up for 20 years of Foreigner.
Man, but such a different sound, I would think, and of course a different catalog from Dokken. So were you already a fan of Foreigner when you had joined? Like, did you already know the music?
Oh, huge fan. Yeah, and it's funny because I do get asked this a lot, and I always point out it's not as different as you may think, at least for me, because Dokken was considered a heavy metal band, and you would never call Foreigner a heavy metal band. But live, we rock out, and we got high energy, and we're pretty powerful and kicking. So it's not as different as you might think. And in fact, in some ways, bands like Dokken, we all looked at bands like Foreigner because we loved the idea that they had these great choruses, but with heavy hard rock songs. And that was what we always wanted to do. That was our mission. So a band like Foreigner was very much our template. So yes, I was a huge fan. Yes, I knew the music. I'd even been in a couple cover bands before I joined Dokken that did some Foreigner songs. So yeah, I was very familiar, big fan, loved the music, and thought their records were the greatest. Loved Lou Graham's voice, loved Mick's guitar playing. Just thought they were a fabulous band.
And I mean, Lou did just get inducted into the Heavy Metal Hall of Fame. Just saying.
He did. I was there the night he got inducted.
You
it was
were
great.
not there. Oh my gosh, that must have been awesome.
Yeah, it was great. It was great. Lou's a good guy, man. He's a really, really good guy.
Lou is an awesome guy, and I have to ask you. So, when you worked with him at the 40th anniversary tour, had you worked with him prior to that, or was that the first time you guys were on
Nope.
stage together? No,
that was the first time we worked together. I mean, I met him 30 years ago, but no, that was the first time we worked. We did a couple shows leading up to that, so we worked together at shows. But then when we did the live record, he came in for a day to just like fix up little spots here and there and stuff. And so we worked for several hours and had just a fabulous chemistry. He's a wonderful guy to work with. Really. And that voice, I mean, when that voice is on, it's just so powerful and wonderful. And I got to experience that. And, those are moments I will always treasure.
And do you remember your first show with Foreigner? Like, what was that? What night was that like?
Well, my first show with Foreigner, I remember very well because my little 6-week-old daughter was out there.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But listen, as soon as Foreigner started playing live, it was apparent how powerful the band could be and how exciting a live entity it could be. So honestly, from minute one, it's just felt like home to me. And I mean, it's just such a comfortable place to be performing in that, I don't take it for granted.
Yeah. And how is Mick doing? Because is he going to be?
Oh, he's great.
Is he going to be on these shows, these final shows?
He'll do some shows here and there. I mean, it's impossible to predict the regularity of it, but yeah, he'll come in and he's doing great. He's happy, he's healthy, he's realizing he's is excited about the fact that the band is kind of writing its last chapter as we speak, or at least its last live chapter. And I think he's just I think, to be honest with you, it hasn't all quite hit him yet. If you want to know the perfect, honest truth, I think in some ways it's just kind of catching up to him what this really means. Because think about it, that's been his entire life. Foreigner is his baby. It's his vision. It's his breath. I think for Mick, this is going to be a very interesting couple of years. There are probably going to be some very deeply emotional moments, and all of it to him is really significant. And like I say, I bet he's only scratched the surface of having it really made its impression yet.
Yeah, we're talking an iconic band here who's put out how many hits? I mean, it's just craziness to think that it's coming to an end, though, and it's also like, it was a question in my mind. Some bands, they do keep going and they have not one original member in it. So
right.
Would Mick ever, he's just not going to do that. He's saying, you know what? No, the Foreigner band will be finished when I'm finished.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, I mean, it kind of makes it a nice, tidy way of wrapping it up, actually, because we did get to honor the original band with the release of the 2017 record that we did with them. Oh, I guess it came out in 2018, but we recorded it in 2017 with that live 40th anniversary record. And then now we're getting to kind of put the bow on this version of the band, and I think it's I forget exactly what the question was, but
it's about like just bands continuing with no original members at all, and how.
Mick. I mean, I don't even think that's something he opposes as much as it just feels like the right time.
Yeah,
and I think he feels like, let's go out while we're still on top. Kelly's still singing like $1 million. Everybody's performing at their best. and I think, and well, I know that the objective here is to go out on a high note, and which not all bands do, because and I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of bands that they simply need the money, so I can't begrudge them for doing that. But because we're in a position where we don't have to worry about that, we're going to go out on a high note and make sure that this legacy is preserved with all the respect and integrity that it deserves.
Yeah, and I mean that's the way to do it. Absolutely. I totally agree with you there. And you and Kelly were the new guys in the band together. What, about the same time, right?
Yeah, I joined a little bit before him, but it didn't really get clicking until he joined anyways. So I may have joined in July of 04 and he didn't join until March of 05, but we didn't really start working hard until March of 05. So yes.
And now how is he taking all this? Because he's a pretty great showman, you know?
Yeah. Well, he's ready. He's ready. He feels like he's in the same ballpark. He wants to go out on a high note. You know, it's not, these songs don't get easier to sing over time.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And they're very demanding, challenging songs. And, you know, Kelly's feeling is, you know, he's got to give 150% every night. So there comes a time when the physical body says, no, not anymore. And we want to stop before we get to that point. And Kelly is right in there with us on that thinking. And, yeah, I mean, again, we're all going to miss things about this. I mean, we've become quite a family. I mean, I love these guys. I really do. I mean, it is like family. And God, I'm going to miss them in so many ways. But I'm not going to miss airports, and I'm not going to miss the tour bus. So there you go.
Now it seems like you've had great relationships with your bandmates, and now, you know, there's a ton of stuff going on with Journey, and you're working with Dean Castronovo. So like, what, I mean, when you look at something like that's happening with this humongous, another legacy band, Journey. I mean, it was Foreigner and Journey, right? I mean, like, what do you do? Do you when you look at all of that situation, do you go, how can that even happen? Because, and then there's you, Jeff Pilson, who've had great relationships with your bandmates, and you have nothing but great things to say. And I understand you're all together all the time, but you know.
Right. Well, I mean, listen, their situation, you know, a big cause of the problem appears to be the philosophies of two of the major members. And, you know, so they're going to butt heads. And, you know, whenever there's questions of, you know, ownership and who has the right to this and that and the other thing, those are all areas that are, you know, very, very hard to, I would not want to get in the middle of all that. Let's put it that way. So they're experiencing those problems. I mean, unfortunately, that happens a lot more than you see. They just happen to have aired it a little more vividly, and I think a lot of that has to do with, you know, Jonathan and his wife being Trump's spiritual guy and all that, or spiritual advisor or whatever, and all that kind of stuff. So there's a lot of that normally you wouldn't see in bands. So we're seeing more of their dirty laundry than you ordinarily would. But hey, listen, according to Dean, they're dealing with it. And, you know, he says, you know, there's tense moments, but overall the music, once they get on stage, it's the music and they're, full battle stations ahead, you know, once they get on stage. So I think it's going to be fine. And again, it's probably a situation that's more common than we realize. I certainly know of bands that have problems that the public doesn't know about, but it's unfortunate they have to air it in public as they do, but they seem to be weathering it fine. And I think their shows are doing great. So it's about the music.
Absolutely. See, I just don't want to know about it, you know, but then you can't help looking. It's like, you know, when you drive by
it's like
something,
watching a car wreck. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and you open one eye and you go, well, I got to look because I'm right here. So, you know.
Right.
But now when you guys are Jeff, you're on the road a lot. Like you do a ton of things. And we're going to get into more things that you're doing and working on I mean, how do you have that personal life work balance?
Wow. That's a tricky one. Well, you know, I mean, number one, I have an incredibly understanding and supportive wife. So, you know, you have to have that. And, you know, she's never been threatened by, you know, my music or my band situations, or she's just not like that. She's a very independent, strong-minded woman on her own. And I have a daughter who miraculously is grounded, even though I was gone a lot. But we did our best to have the best relationship we could, and when I'm home, I try to really be there for her. So there's all that. But really, it comes down to people that can handle it, and then just being honest and open and staying as communicative as you can with everybody. But that is one of the challenges of being a road musician, is balancing home life and road life. I feel like I've done it, but hey, I certainly understand how things can go, pear-shaped quick.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, that's why I was asking, because now you've been married to your wife how many years?
21.
Dang. You're still
it's a little over 20.
You're
It's
still
coming up to
newlyweds. You're still youngins.
Yeah.
That's so cool. So now Foreigner, again, getting ready to wrap it up on the road. The Revolution Saints are rising quicker than anything I've seen, I think, with a band recently. And, there's you, there's Joel, there's Dean. You guys, I'm just saying it. You're magical together.
Oh, well, thank you. That's very kind. It's ironic too, because in 2011 we were actually all on the road together, because Joel was in Night Ranger, and Night Ranger was opening for Foreigner and Journey, and Dean was in Journey. So we were actually all on the road together years ago.
Wow.
I've known these guys for a long time. I think the world of both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Joel is an incredible guitar player whose talent is just endless. And Dean, to me, is, I mean, his voice gives me goosebumps on almost every line. And I think he's one of the finest singers out there. Pretty incredible. And he's a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful guy who I love hanging around with. So, maybe there's a chance that we can do some road work down the line. How cool would that be?
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. Because everybody's asking, are you going on tour?
Well, not today, but I will not close the door, because and I am hoping that with Foreigner retiring from the road, that there will be more time to do projects like that. I mean, honestly, I'm not anxious to go out on any big world tours with anybody right away.
No, I hear you.
But if there's some shows that we could do, if there's a run of shows the Revolution Saints could do, or even End Machine or Black Swan, I would be really, really excited. And I think maybe some of those opportunities might open up in the coming years. So we'll just have to see.
Well, because Revolution Saints have some great music out now, and again, the comments from everybody, and the music is awesome. Like, it's just awesome. And
it's really good.
To be able to see you guys live, I think everybody's wanting that for sure. And I know you don't want to right now because you got a little bit going on, but it would be kind of amazing to do maybe a few shows or something like that.
We would love it, and we all are excited about the prospect of it. It's just it's the logistics, and the opportunities are very difficult to happen. But as I said, being off the road from Foreigner, and certainly, Journey's schedule is much more relaxed than ours anyways. So maybe there will be some opportunities. I'm keeping the door open and my fingers crossed.
Good. We are too. I'm just letting you know. We're all
well, thank you.
We're all keeping our fingers crossed. So now I asked, how you keep up with everything, because you're also in another band, the End Machine, with your former Dokken bandmates, Mick and George, and you have a new frontman now.
Mm-hmm.
And Robert Mason from Warrant was your previous frontman. So why the change now? It was because you're on your third album, correct? You're doing that now?
Well, the change, honestly, the first thing I always want to say about this change is it is in no way a reflection on Robert, because Robert is great. I love Robert dearly. He contributed and sang and wrote on the first two records at an incredibly high level. So it's not against Robert.
Yeah.
It's really, honestly, George and I became familiar with this singer. His name is Girish Pradhan. We got introduced to him, and there was just an immediate chemistry. I can't explain it. It's almost like it just happened, like in a thunderbolt or something. And this guy is not only one of the most phenomenal singers you'll ever hear. He's a great writer, and we just have this chemistry. So to explain why the change, because it just kind of happened. We didn't even try to make it happen. It just kind of happened. And again, the one caveat to me was I just don't want it to look bad on Robert or reflect badly on Robert. And I've been very concerned about that. And I've told him so many times. But hopefully everybody will just, when they hear the record, because the record is coming out phenomenal, they'll say, okay, I get it. They wanted to, now I see.
Yeah.
And that's what we're hoping for. And I think when you hear the music, it'll speak for itself.
And I don't think it comes across in any bad light at all. I mean, Robert's a cool guy, and you don't, I don't think it comes across.
Phenomenal
badly.
singer.
Yeah.
And I mean, he's phenomenal all the way around. That's why I say it's so unfortunate that a lot of people's first reaction to when they hear, somebody's changing is that something must have been wrong. It wasn't. So I just want to stress that. And, but emphasize the fact that we were very, very fortunate to get Girish, and he is incredible on a whole other level that really makes me excited about this record. And I got to tell you, the songs are just coming out so phenomenal. It's been such a joy to work on, and I can't wait till people get to hear it.
Awesome. We can't wait to hear it either. I'm excited about it.
Good.
So now with everything you have going on, you need something to chill you out, basically. And that's where the Hot for Yoga comes in, and your meditation classes. So tell us how that all started.
Well, it started, it got going during the pandemic because, here we are at home.
Right.
And I've always wanted to teach meditation. I mean, it's always been, well, I wouldn't say always, but for the last several years, it's been kind of going through my head that I'd like to do that. And something that as I do get off the road, I want to become more involved in. And, my wife has a yoga studio, Hot for Yoga. So it kind of, there was an outlet right there. So when all of her classes went virtual, I just started doing a virtual meditation class, and it's every Monday night at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. And it's just been a really, really great experience for me. I've really enjoyed it. And I hope people have gotten something out of it, but it's something I'm really, really passionate about. So if you can, and if you feel like you'd like to try meditation, Monday nights, 5 p.m., go to hotforyogascv.com, and you can find out about the virtual meditation classes, and please join us. It would be great.
I didn't know your wife owned that studio. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Very convenient too.
Yeah. And you must get a discount. I'm just saying.
Well, I have to work hard for it.
Good. So now, Jeff, you've had such an amazing career. I mean, you've been down the road with so many great, iconic bands and artists and musicians and producers and everything. If you could go back through the whole timeline, is there anything you would change, or what is the greatest thing that jumps out at you to say, you know what, I'm so glad I stayed with this career?
Well, there's a part of me that wishes, right as Dokken broke up, that I could have brought my War and Peace out right away. But the problem was Vinny was in Dio at the time. And I was so dead set on using Vinny because Vinny is great and he's kind of irreplaceable. I mean, when you have Vinny in your band, I mean, that's power. I mean, Vinny is just such an incredibly powerful drummer, and he's so unique that you can't replace him. It's weird. There just isn't. Anyway, so I was dead set on him. So we never really got out there and did what we should have done. And had we done that, I think we might have made a little noise. I think people would have flipped out at the record. So that was kind of I don't know if I'd call it a mistake, but yeah, I guess it was a mistake. It's a bit of a regret for me that we didn't do that. But other than that, I feel pretty good about most of how the things have turned out for me.
Yeah, you sound like you just sound so happy and just like on a great plane of, you know what, this has just been a great ride. And there's, sometimes.
Yeah, I feel that way. I honestly do. I mean, I I realize how difficult it is out there, and how, you know, being able to make your living playing music is you know, it's an honor as it is. So I'm very aware of all that, and yeah, I mean, I'm just very, very thankful for all the situations I've had.
And we're very thankful you were here with us tonight, Jeff. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you, Kiki. This has been great interview. You're fabulous.
Oh, thank you.
Even when I can't hear your words, you're fabulous.
So that's not good. Well, I apologize for that. But
No.
everybody, you can just visit Jeff on Instagram at The Real Jeff Pilson, visit revolutionsaints.com, and you can go and check out all of their new music. Right now, Eagle Flight is available there. You can also follow The End Machine on Facebook. And of course, don't forget to buy your Foreigner tickets for every Foreigner show coming up at foreigneronline.com. Again, Jeff, thank you so much. Much love to your family from us.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And really, here's to a successful Foreigner tour for your last road trip with these guys.
All right. Well, thank you. That sounds so final, but thank you very much.
Well, then we're going to see you on the road with Revolution Saints. Just saying.
Oh, there's somebody. Yes. All right. Well, thank you so much, Kiki. Again, great interview.
Thank you. Thank you, Jeff, and have a great night. We appreciate you.
All right. Talk to you soon.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Wow.
I have to go blow my nose. Hold on. Like really fast.
Oh my God. You listen to Kiki.fm coast to coast and around the globe. We thank you for your support. We just talked to the incredible Jeff Pilson, a story you don't want to miss. The interview was on the YouTube and is also on Kiki.fm, but will be Kiki.fm Rewind. Now, what does that mean? It's going to be on Sunday morning, 11 o'clock Eastern Time, 8 o'clock Pacific. So you can hear the interview in its entirety again on Kiki.fm coast to coast on Sunday morning, 11 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock Pacific on Kiki.fm, Classic Rock Radio. So Kiki's blowing a nose right now. I know she had to blow a nose during the interview or whatever, but that's fine. So I appreciate everybody being here, and thank you very much for all the nice comments here. I see all the comments coming through, and so many people just love what Jeff has done over his career, and so many people have followed him for so many years, which is absolutely incredible to see the comments coming over the YouTube channel right here, right now. Classic Rock Radio, Kiki.fm. You can download us on your app, on your Android app, your iPhone, or download us, and you can play us on Alexa by saying, Alexa, enable Kiki.fm. So, Kiki, are you back yet?
Yeah.
Yeah. You have a bloody nose or anything, or you're just taking a break here? We're just kind of like leaving me. I should play a song or something. But what? When you drop your notes, you don't need your notes anymore. Oh my God, I can't.
Oh my gosh, I had to blow my nose so bad.
You did?
Did you hear me? I sound like a sinus Santa.
Well, didn't you have a Kleenex next to you when you were?
I know, but I didn't want to be rude.
No, Kiki, listen. If you had to blow your nose, I mean that would have been fine. He was very understanding because
I did get more wine.
That's what
I did.
You didn't need to blow your nose. You needed to pour yourself a glass of Prosecco.
No, and I did blow my nose.
Oh my God!
I really did blow my it was just sitting there.
Right.
And then I'm like, can he not hear me because I'm stuffed up?
He couldn't hear you because you weren't close enough to the microphone. But I think he had no. I think he had some problems on his end too. But but it was great. He was actually talking to us from his in-home studio, believe it or not. And when I did a sound check with him yesterday, he was great, and he's a great human being. So I hope we get to meet him someday. I really, really do.
What a happy guy!
Happy as hell.
I love that.
Oh my God!
I love Happy and just like a nice, even keel guy. You know, he's worked with everybody. I mean,
right?
Marty Ballin. Hello.
I did not know that. I mean, but you brought that up, and I'm because Sue Ballin is a great supporter of the station.
I'm gonna send her that clip. She's gonna love it.
She's gonna love it. She's actually traveling the East Coast right now, visiting a bunch of friends in New York City. And Sue Ballin, the wife of Marty Ballin, was nice enough to reach out to Kiki and let us do an interview with Marty Ballin. I think it was the last interview that Marty actually did. And it was really epic, but just listen to the history and Marty saying, that was great stuff, right?
Yeah.
And just saying, oh, don't take clock, but I didn't remember much because I was drinking too much the night before. That was awesome.
That was so funny.
Wow. That was awesome, man.
But guys, if you can go and watch the clip, when Dokken was on American Bandstand.
Really?
I'm not kidding. Like Jeff is just wee, like he literally,
Yeah.
like he was so pumped to be there. And,
Well, he seemed like to be a party animal back in the day. Then he got grounded and had, a kid and everything else. But just telling the story about Aerosmith and when, Steve Tyler found out about his daughter, that was awesome. I love that. That was great stuff there,
So cool.
So cool, man.
Yeah, Dokken was on that tour, permanent vacation tour with Aerosmith when Steven Tyler found out, hey, I got a kid.
He's now with the Revolutionary Saints. He did a project with them. Their album is absolutely delightful. I think it's coming out in April sometime. But Need Each Other, we've been playing that probably for about a month and a half.
Yeah.
And it got great traction. The first 2 weeks was the most requested song on Kiki.fm. So if you get a chance to listen to it, we'll be playing it all weekend long, by the way. And actually, Jeff was nice enough to do some clips for it. He'll introduce the song, and you can hear it all weekend long on Kiki.fm. And I was saying to people, Kiki, while you were blowing your nose or pouring yourself another glass of Prosecco, the Kiki.fm rewind of your interview with him will be on the station on Sunday morning at 11 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock Pacific. So 11 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock Pacific, and you can hear the interview in its entirety with Jeff Pilson.
So DG has an interview request.
Who's that?
Steve Perry.
That's fine. We can have him on. That'd be great.
Listen.
Yeah.
They're sick of hearing from me.
No, that's fine.
He's never going to talk to me.
Don't worry about it. But we thank Jeff so much for taking the time to talk to us. And you know what? I'm going to check out every Monday night. He does a yoga thing.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know much about yoga, but meditation, I mean, I used to do that, and it helps me relax. You close your eyes and you say a mantra, you can say it really helped me during my anxiety days.
Yeah, it did. You said it did.
It really did.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to check that out. We'll listen to the back and put a post up on how you can join them. I think it's 5 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock Pacific. Every Monday night, he does it with his wife. So how cool is that? That's really great.
That's kind of interesting. Trev Lukather and Madison Kane. I wonder if they would do an interview together.
You have to reach out to them and find out.
That would be kind of cute.
Right.
That would be cute.
Yeah, see, Bill from Kentucky says he utilizes meditation often, and I used to years ago.
And I think it's very reasonable, actually. Hot for Yoga, I believe, .com.
Really?
Yep, it's reasonable.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really, really cool. So, I mean, we thank everybody for their support tonight, and it was a great interview. We really enjoyed it. It was really
fun.
It was really, really good.
He's so high energy. I love that.
Yes, very high energy, and he was very excited to be on. In fact, about 2 minutes before he came on, and you don't know this, 2 minutes before he came on, he shared it on his Facebook page that he's going to be on with you tonight.
Oh, he did?
Yes.
That was nice.
2 minutes before you were on, and when I was talking to him, he had just, and I don't know what the hell he's doing. Then a thread popped up. He says, "Check me out tonight." And if you go on his Facebook page, he says, "Check me out tonight."
That was awesome.
So thanks to him for giving us traction here, and thanks for keeping me rocking and rolling.
Well, yeah, somebody's going to keep you rocking and rolling.
I think I'm going to have a beer. I brought some beers down with me, the Jamestown from last week. I don't know if there's any beer left in the refrigerator here. Do you have Classic Rock Raw tonight?
No. Are you crazy? Like, seriously?
Oh, God.
I've been working on this interview all week.
Talk to a few people.
Since last weekend. But you know what? I can make some stuff up.
No. You can talk to me. Okay.
All right.
What?
I'm going to talk to you for 1 second.
What's that deal?
You and I are going to have a conversation right now.
Uh-oh.
And I want you to go away for a few minutes because I'm going to have a conversation with my friends about something that you don't want to talk about. So I'm asking you to go away. All right? Now he's not talking.
No, listen.
Ow.
Listen. This is not the platform for it. If you want to do it on Tuesday night, you do it on Tuesday. No, you're not going to do it tonight.
I want to talk about it.
No.
Do you see what I'm saying? Everybody, this is not me.
No,
it's him.
No, listen.
It's him.
This is not the platform for it.
What, to talk about fun stuff?
The fun stuff is fine. But
All
you're telling me to go away because you don't want me involved with it.
Right,
this is not the platform
I don't want you yelling.
I'm not going to yell at anything.
All right, so goodbye. So anyway, everybody, we all know what happened a couple of nights ago.
Do you want me to give my opinion afterwards? Maybe
No,
I do. Maybe I will, because you're throwing me under the bus here, and you're talking about. I don't want to talk about this, but if you want to talk about it, then I'll talk about it afterwards. Okay?
So,
this is not the platform for it, Kiki. We've had this discussion before. Okay, you want to talk about it? Go ahead. Then I have something to say afterwards. Go ahead.
All right. So anyway, Bill said, what did you say? Somebody said something about beer in their brother. Oh no, it was DG. My brothers left their beer in our fridge in the garage 4 years ago. Oh my gosh. I wonder if it's still good. I do. All right. Let me see what's going on here. Because I've been too busy doing the Jeff interview. So let's see what's up. There's got to be some good stuff going on. Let's see. Rihanna's doing the Grammys or something. Can somebody tell me what was the problem with her Super Bowl performance? I don't know why everybody's ripping her a new one. The woman's pregnant. Like, leave her alone, first of all. She's adorable. Like, what is wrong with Rihanna? I didn't see anything wrong with that Super Bowl performance. I'm so confused. I don't understand. People pick on things and I don't get it. Let's see. I'm trying to find some good rock news. What the heck? I don't know. There's some weird things popping up on my... Why? All right, let's go to this. Oh, no. We'll go here. Let's see what's up. Oh, so that movie, Jesus Revolution, is out today. I would love to see that this weekend, but I'm not sure that's going to happen. Because we're going for barbecue tomorrow in Connecticut.
I'm looking forward to that.
Let's see. Hey ho. All right, why is this not coming up? Bear with me. Bear with me for your news, kids. Let's see. So. Oh my goodness. Why do these things come up? I can't. Girl Scout sells out entire cookie inventory after... I can't. I'm going to take it down for me. All right. Well, all right. I can read this. Girl Scout sells out entire cookie inventory after drag queens and other bar patrons rush her stand. Everyone was so friendly and kind. So let's see what happened here. So I like these types of stories. So Sienna Levin was on a mission to claim another Girl Scout badge. I hated selling stuff for school. Can I just tell you what? My mother was so against it. And she didn't. All right, listen. You were supposed to go around to your neighbors and ask to buy things. And I remember a couple of times I did it, but it was uncomfortable. Because I never spoke to these people. Oh, can you buy a cake? I'm asking them for money and then whatever, candy and all this stuff. But it was hard selling. And then you had the kids in the class that their parents sold everything for them. And they did, and they would win the prizes. I hated them. So Sienna Levin, she was on a mission to claim another Girl Scout badge. And recently she got a little help from, the drag queens of West Hollywood. And she's 7 years old. So she's going to do quite well for herself. So she's a Daisy Girl Scout. That's beginner level. I was never a Girl Scout. I just wasn't. I wasn't. And she's been a proud member of her Glendale, California-based troop for 2 years. So she was 5 when she started. And ahead of the Girl Scout cookie season this year, from January to April, Sienna tells Yahoo Life that she was looking for a location with high traffic and low competition. So she goes outside of a bar to sell as many cookies as she could to raise money for her troop. And guess what? They all bought them from her. They bought everything, bought her out. I love it. Oh my gosh.
How much was she selling them for?
The regular price, but I don't even know. What is the going price for a box of Girl Scout cookies?
I have no idea.
Now?
It's been so long since I bought a box of Girl Scout cookies.
I have no idea. Oh, Peter Michael said, wanted to share with you that Striper is coming March 30th to the Vault in New Bedford. We were talking about the Vault the other night in New Bedford. Scott was bringing it up. I don't think Scott's here. Hi, Maureen Fuller. How are you? We've never been there.
I think Scott might have had a show to go to tonight.
Did Scott have a show?
I think he did. Yeah, I think he did. That's what I think I heard from him. He was going to a show. He goes to a show like every other night, you know?
Good for him. There's a lot of great shows this year, guys.
I just get concerned about his dog. Who takes care of his dog when he goes to all these shows,
I'm sure Bella is fine.
I'm sure she is.
She's very well taken care of. Let's see.
This beer tastes good. I take one swig of it. It's really good.
Pamela Anderson uses her thong as a scrunchie.
What? What's a scrunchie?
I can't make that up. I would never even think of that.
Go from Girl Scouts cookies to scrunchie. That's good.
I don't know.
Right. So Peter says the vault is a nice place. We'll have to check that place out.
More women than ever are being advised to get their fallopian tubes removed.
Well, with that thought in mind, Bill says, "Damn it, Allie." He says, "I'm going to pop a beer now." Bill, have a beer with me because I just had to have a beer.
I think you should.
We can have a beer with Bill. And
that could be a show.
Beer with Bill because I need a beer.
And literally, I did not know that Bruce Kulick did have a pancake channel, and him and his wife Lisa do have a pancake channel.
Dude, you thought I was just making it up the other night?
I did.
You think I make up everything, don't you?
Yeah.
No, but they actually have a pancake channel. I haven't watched it yet, but I
think you should all watch it.
I think we should watch like on a Sunday morning, then have pancakes.
Have like a watch party.
Watch party, right?
But here's the thing. With pancakes, I got to tell you.
What's that?
Pancakes can be difficult because here's the thing. You make the pancake batter.
Yeah.
You pour it into the griddle.
Okay.
And the griddle's going to be hot. Like you can't have a medium griddle.
Right.
It has to be hot. And you got to butter that baby up so good. But, when you go pour it, you go and do the double pancake pour. What happens is then they blend into each other and then you got to cut it. And it could be a potential disaster. So I'm not really great at making pancakes. I could do one at a time, but that takes forever. And then by the time you get to the second pancake, well, then everybody's left.
Right. But I love pancakes. I could have like a dozen of them, but I get fat that way,
Well,
Well, I get it fat with these black jelly beans that you're making me eat.
I've eaten a lot. So you can have 11 jelly beans and it's 130 calories, but the problem is the sugar.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Man alleges 2.04 billion Powerball ticket was stolen and files a lawsuit against the winner. Oh, we got to read that one.
No, that's good.
A California man is disputing the winner of the biggest lottery jackpot ever, saying he should be let in on the prize money. Yeah, me too, buddy. I should be let into it, just saying. TMZ reports that Jose Rivera has filed a lawsuit after alleging that the winning ticket for the $2.04 billion drawing was swiped from him. Somebody took his ticket.
Really?
Well, Jose, then I would fight for it.
Yeah, that's fine.
According to court documents, River claims that back on November 7th, he purchased the Powerball lottery ticket from Joe's Service Center in Altadena, California. He then accused a man named Reggie.
No kidding.
This is real.
Oh, my God.
Of stealing the ticket. Later on November 7th, Rivera says he's attempted to get the ticket back from Reggie, since it apparently was a winning entry, but Reggie told Rivera that the ticket had losing numbers on it. You're not going to win. Don't worry about it, Jose.
Oh, my God.
Fine. So then, still, Reggie said he would give half of the jackpot to Rivera if he won. Clearly, that didn't happen.
Santa was nice enough to share with us Girl Scout cookies run between $10.50 to $16, depending on which ones you want in Alice, Texas.
They're not that much.
That's
now.
expensive.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
I remember them at $3.50 a box.
Right.
You're lying.
That's
$10.50 to $16.
That's a lot of money, huh? God.
That's a lot of money for a cookie.
Wow.
Holy moly. All right, so Maureen said, "Hey, Kiki, did you guys already talk about Greg Raleigh performing with Journey in Austin, Texas?" Oh, I can't. You know what? No, we haven't talked about it yet because Al won't allow me to.
No, if you want to, go ahead.
I'll just say that.
No. If you want to, go right ahead. It's fine.
Right, good. I'm going to.
If you want to talk about Greg Raleigh in Texas,
I'm going to.
That's fine.
Okay.
Listen, it's your station. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah,
I just the engineer and producer, whatever.
After I was just yelled at, but okay.
No. I wasn't yelled at. I just said we're not the platform to talk about it. But if you want to talk about it, go ahead and talk about it.
We are the platform to talk about it.
But also,
Al, I'm not going to fight with you anymore.
No. I'm going to say this.
I can't
I'm going to say this.
I need a drink.
No. I'm going to say this. Kiki.fm, music brings people together. It's all about positivity. And if you want to talk about it, that's fine. But I don't want any negativity on the channel here. Because if I do, I'll turn the comments off. This is about positivity.
Nobody's saying anything.
No. And the proof was right there in the pudding tonight with Jeff and all the other rock artists that we put out there.
Okay. Can I talk now?
In a minute. No negativity, no bashing anybody, nothing. Okay.
I'm talking about.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about other people.
Nobody's saying anything.
Oh my God. Go ahead. Talk about Greg.
So Greg, and I'm not going to let Al spoil my party, my happy party,
No, it's
because
fine.
Al, no, go away. Seriously.
I'll be back afterwards.
Good. So I'm not going to let anybody spoil my happy party because I watched the footage of Greg performing on stage with Journey, and my gosh, can I just tell you, it felt really good to see him on that stage. His voice, just bringing back that iconic voice and the history. It just kind of felt like the whole history was right there. You know, does it matter that there are not other people? Yes, Greg was instrumental in starting this band. So it's just amazing. And I was so happy, but it would just still be nice to see some other of the Journey members appear on the stage throughout the course of the next couple of months, because I think it would be awesome. I think fans would love it. I mean, people going crazy over Greg Raleigh being there. And I really think that, I mean, is he good? Listen, Journey has a ton of shows booked, tons and tons. I'm looking at their schedule going, how do they do this? How? I mean, it's like a lot. So, and like I said, they just added another show in Vegas at the end. So that's the beginning of May. But I thought it was wonderful that Greg was on that stage, and it just felt good. You know, I have a little video. What I did was I sat in my car. I watched all the clips that were on at the time on YouTube of Greg on the stage. And I just felt so happy that he was there. I really did. It just felt really good. And, you know, in terms of all the other stuff going on, I don't know. It was nice. It was just really nice. And Maureen said, love the songs, feeling that way anytime, and just the same way. Black Magic Woman, stop it. But let's face it. It was more feeling that way, and anytime was Greg. Black Magic Woman was Stephen Neal. So it was really, I loved hearing Greg sing. I just did. That's the whole point, right? I mean, he's playing his Hammond, but it was just, it just was so nice. And the people were going nuts. Fans were going crazy. Fans were going berserk. And I heard one woman in one clip, it was so funny. She's like, I'm going to cry right now. I was like, honey, I get it. You know what I mean? Like, I just thought it was so cute that I heard somebody say that. I loved it. I just loved it. And Cookie says, hi, did you listen to Steve Perry on Sirius today celebrating George Harrison? I did not. I am so sorry. You know, I didn't, but I'll have to see if they do a replay or something like that. And let's see. I hope David Page and Steve Perry both show up to the Bakersfield show. Well, you know, good thought. You know, I'll keep my thoughts to myself. We want to stay positive. But I don't know if Steve Perry's going to show up. I mean, if he does, of course, it's going to be a world phenomenon. And I think that would be amazing. Will it happen? I just don't feel that now anymore. I did. And again, if it does happen, I think it's great. And for the people that are lucky enough to be at that particular show, like, wow, you know, it would just be an iconic moment. But I don't know. I just don't know. And feeling that way was amazing with it. All right. So let's talk about Dean for a second. Dean is crazy good. Like, at the end of Black Magic Woman, I mean, him just coming in. I mean, it was playing the whole time, of course, but I don't know. Like, it's just, he's amazing. He is absolutely amazing. And, you know, of course, I'm listening to, and I'm so sorry, Revolutionary Saints are in this head.
That's Revolution Saints.
It's not good. I know. Revolutionary, but I keep saying revolutionary.
I apologize.
It's stuck there, and I
It's like
almost said it.
Dokken.
I almost said it to Jeff a couple of times.
I
Like
know.
the Revolutionary Saints. I'm like, don't do that.
And he would have corrected you too.
Of course he would have. And then this one saying Dokken before we go on there. I'm like,
she was yelling at me. We came out of the Johnstown Press studio.
oh my God.
She's yelling at me. She says it's not Dokken, whatever.
And Dean is an incredible talent. Like, so again, I'm listening to the Revolution Saints, and I'm listening to the brand new music with Jeff and Joel and Dean. And I mean, Dean's voice is redonkulous. It really, it's just so powerful and so great. And let's just take a step back and think about this for a moment. So in the Revolution Saints, I keep wanting to say revolutionary. I do. And I'm doing
It's amazing the effect I have on people, isn't it?
Trying so hard to
Revolutionary Saints, yeah, the good group.
But the videos, you notice Dean is not behind his drum kit. He's out in front singing. So he's really amazing. And I think the combination, seriously, Dean, Jeff, and Joel, is pretty incredible.
Jeff said it himself. He says Dean is one of the greatest voices in rock right now. He said it himself tonight.
It's
incredible.
It's a no-brainer, really.
Yeah.
No-brainer.
Incredible.
I mean, Dean has.
Yeah.
What do I say? I don't know what to say.
I mean, the Revolutionary Saints are on fire. They're on fire. I mean, they are great.
You know, and literally listening to the Revolution Saints over and over again because I wanted to and because the music is so good, but I'm going, it's just got something special to it.
It's rock. It's rock. It's pure rock.
It's really good.
Pure.
It's really, really
pure,
good.
Pure,
and
pure.
I really do hope they go on the road, at least do a few shows or something. I'll fly to that one. That one I'll fly to. That one I'll even get a hotel.
Good.
I won't even sleep in the car.
That's good.
I've never slept in the car.
I have.
I've never done that.
Many times.
And I don't know if I would want to, because how do you brush it? Well, I mean, you can go brush your teeth in Walmart.
Oh my God, you brush your teeth in the bathroom and then you spit out. And
hold on a second. Wait a minute.
What?
So I saw on TikTok today, this woman has got the whitest teeth on the planet. So this is her toothpaste: baking soda.
Yep, it works good.
Ground cloves.
What?
And coconut oil.
Oh, sounds good.
You should see this woman's teeth. Like, they are so white. It's not even funny. She said she has not used over-the-counter toothpaste in over 2 years. And she said her mouth is her mouth even looks so healthy. I said, I'm going to start trying that, because I know that baking soda and peroxide, but you can't do that every day because it'll strip your teeth down in nubs. You'll have no teeth left. You'll have no enamel. But yeah, clove was used in a lot of things. Actually, clove is also, if you boil it and then you make it into like a liquid or whatever, it's good for hair growth.
Well, maybe I should use it then.
Yeah. And Kathy said Toto was great on Tuesday. I'm sure they were. Who's loving Steve Lukather's white hair? I think it's great. I think it looks so nice. And Sandra said, I need some advice on a project I want to do. I was thinking maybe doing a band type guitar, but I'm cross between Journey when Steve Perry was in the group or some other group. I'm stumped. What are you doing, Sandra? What do you mean? Are you going to make a guitar? And we know that Carol Jean is absolutely in love with Dean, and Maureen, Dean is awesome. And Carol Jean is Dean here forever. Like, she's a Deanaholic. And let's see, Jenny said, how did she get the fluoride? She actually put something else in there, and I don't have the name of it off the top of my head, but she said for people who want the fluoride, some clay, Amazonian clay or something. And she said you just put a little bit in there. And baking soda mixed with Vaseline for toothpaste? Stop it. I've been doing the baking soda with hydrogen peroxide. That's nice. That works out really good. And Jenny said she smoked cloves before. And I think I did too.
Smoke cloves?
I think I did too.
You smoked them?
Just to try to be stupid. Yeah.
Smoke cloves?
Yeah, because they smelled good.
How do you remember what they tasted like?
No, I think I messed it up.
I used to smoke grass. No, I did. I used to cut my lawn and
you know what I did
once? Smoke the grass.
Because I'm so dumb.
What's that?
I literally pulled grass out of my front yard and tried to smoke it. Because I didn't know.
Because you're going to buy it out to the street. You wanted to.
Because I didn't know. I didn't know.
My God.
I didn't know what grass. Like, I'm thinking grass.
No, that's good.
So stupid.
Yeah.
And Jenny said it leaves a sweet taste on your lips.
Oh, really?
Talking about cloves.
Cloves, yeah.
And Cookie said, my friend uses just baking soda and his teeth are white as snow. I'm telling you, man. The baking soda is...
You used baking soda back in the day, didn't you?
I use it now.
Oh, you do use it now?
I do. I'm trying to find some fun news for crying out loud.
No, don't worry about the news.
This is all horrendous.
How was I? Did I behave myself during that little episode that you just did? I guess I didn't. Did I? Are you there?
Let's see. I'm trying.
You're not paying attention to me?
No.
Why not?
Because
you want my viewpoint on the
no.
No. Be nice. I'll be nice.
No. Al, I swear to God.
No.
I'll flip this down right now.
No. They did a great job. This is a great job. I thought, what's his name? Raleigh did a great job, but he should have turned his mic up. I couldn't hear him that well. And Dean did a great job with the backing vocals. He did a great job. And Steve and Neil did a great job on the guitar. That's what the music's all about. None of this other stuff. It was great.
It was great.
It was great. It was great. I mean, the only thing I felt bad about was that Jonathan and Anel were over in the corner. That I felt really bad about that. That broke my heart. But other than that, that's what music is about. And
we're being positive here, Al.
No, we are. I'm being positive. The music was great, and that's what it's all about. Music brings us together. That's really good.
Man sells grandma's blanket and becomes filthy rich. Okay, here's a good one. Let's read this one. Ready?
I can't wait.
All right, read this story. Why is this starting off of how this man went from having no money to being a millionaire, all with the help of his grandma's old blanket?
What do you mean, grandma's old blanket?
All right, ready? We're gonna read it.
Okay, here we go.
Lauren's life was going downhill. It's going down, but it completely turned around when he sold his grandmother's blanket. But just how did he do it? And here's Lauren crying. He's crying.
Right.
Did you see him crying and hugging somebody? He's crying.
Yeah.
Lauren was a passionate carpenter, but after an accident, he couldn't work anymore. He was living in an old shack together with his girlfriend, seemingly with no hope.
Really?
Nothing. To make matters worse, his grandmother, whom he loved very deeply, died.
Oh, God, that's depressing.
His sister and mother took all that she left behind, only leaving Lauren with one measly item, an old blanket. And why would you call it measly?
I don't know.
Life circumstances left Lauren with no choice but to sit at an unemployment building totally broken.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the conversation proceeded with some upsetting questions and inquiries about him.
Interesting.
There's Lauren. Hold on.
That
was until he placed his metal prosthetic on the table.
Well,
here's my leg.
Well, no, what do you mean prosthetic? What's that? Like
they realized what he was dealing with. At least he was his grandmother's favorite. The most painful part of it all was the fact that Lauren had no one to turn to for help. His closest relatives had forgotten him, especially his sister. Instead of seeking help or tender, loving care from them, they became his source of secondary sorrow. Where is this going? Lauren's grandma was the only person he was close to. They had a strong relationship because they both loved reading, and he got his love of books from her. We go from blanket to books. Help me. She promised to give him all her book collections when she died, but his sister took that from him as well. God,
that's gonna be good.
Lauren wanted to choose a job in the athletic field due to his height and size, and mostly due to the fact that he was a footballer back then in high school. He was named the Big LT because of his distinct footballer stature. However, he later pursued another talent, discovering he was a skilled woodworker with a creative specialty. Now Lauren's laughing. Okay. Lauren started earning a reputation from his woodwork. After he had finished schooling, he was working as a freelance carpenter in one of the neighborhood stores. Due to his hard work and dedication, all of his efforts were paying off, and he was going to do he was doing great, actually. Wait, where the heck's the blanket? Can we get to the blanket?
Wait,
no, Al, hold on a minute.
Oh my God!
Oh, he was deeply upset. Like,
tell people about something they might want to listen.
Please talk about the blanket.
Oh
wait a minute, we got to know about the blanket.
No, I want to talk about
his
something
love
else.
life. We don't care about
I feel
that.
like I want to burp.
The dreadful day.
Bill, do you feel like you want to burp now?
Hold on, stop.
No. What kind of beer you're drinking
the
tonight,
nature
Bill?
of the incident.
Kenny used to smoke grass.
Oh my gosh! Now he rolled over and had a car accident. What is going on? What is happening? I just want to know about there. He's in,
oh my God!
In the hospital now. Well, can we please tell me about the blanket?
Are you drinking Bud Light? I am too, Bill. I'm drinking a Bud Light.
Inevitable.
Bud Light. Let's send me
lacking funds.
Let's send a picture of my Bud Light. Bill, you want to see my Bud Light?
Uncaring,
Is your-
uncaring.
Is your
family.
Bud Light bigger than my Bud Light, Bill? I don't know. It could be, right?
Left him with nothing. You know what? I don't even care about him now.
No, but
I don't even care about
but Bill, you're drinking out of a bottle.
Oh,
So next week, I
I'm
get
annoyed.
Mark, who's a very loyal supporter of the station here, is taking his mom to see a concert of some group. And she's going to see this group on Wednesday. And I had the opportunity to talk to her. And she's going to be on the radio station, Kiki.fm, at 9 o'clock in the morning, noontime at 3 o'clock. So I'm going to get her opinion of the group and how she liked the concert. And, a little bit more about her son and what kind of issues her son had growing up and stuff like that. So that'll be fun, right?
All right, that's cool. Can you call Peter Baker right now? Because I want to talk to him about
I don't have his
something.
number.
Peter, can you DM Al your phone
Oh,
number?
my
I
God.
want to talk to you about that gummy comment.
What gummy comment?
Can you just call him?
I don't let, geez, oh my God. You do this stuff to me when I'm not even prepared.
Well,
Oh.
I think that's interesting. I think that's something we need to talk about.
Hang on to yourself. I'll be right back.
All right, bye. All right, so
I love you.
Smithchicks.
Still say hello.
I tuned in to hear the legendary Jeff Pilson of
Still say
Dokken.
hello,
When
man.
does he come on? He was already on, but thank you for tuning in. And Sanderson, there are so many groups that I love, and DG is coming. Well, that's good. Yep, you can hear the Jeff Pilson interview at a later time once we get it back up here. And actually, Sunday morning on Kiki.fm we'll be playing.
Right. We will be playing at 11 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock in the morning Pacific. So you're going to hear the interview in its entirety. Great interview. I'll be right back.
We love you too. Thank you so much for being here, Smithchicks. Smithchicks won. And Jeff was great, actually. What a cool guy. I never spoke to him before, so I kind of love him. I mean, I do love him. And his wife loves him too. And so does his daughter. So it's really neat. And Candy said, maybe we could try brushing our teeth with some, I don't know, I'll try a little hemp oil to see how that works. So I don't know, if you brush your teeth with hemp oil, that would really get into your system.
Peter,
Well, thank you, Smithchicks.
Peter, I don't have your number. So if you want to email it to me, you can email it at kickingout@gmail.com. It's kickingout@gmail.com. Don't everybody start emailing me because I'm not going to answer you. I don't answer in part my emails anyway. But just email me your phone number because Kiki wants to talk to you about. What do you want to talk to him about?
Gummies. I'm
What?
very interested in
Oh,
gummies.
you were talking about those the other night.
So
Maybe
there's
they would help me.
there is a woman I watch, and I really think you guys would love her. Wonder Hussy. She is so cool. She lives in the desert in Nevada, and she's just a cool chick, man. She's just a cool chick. She goes and she checks out abandoned cabins and hot springs, and she's just really, really cool. I don't know. I stumbled upon her a few months ago, but go in and subscribe to Wonder Hussy. Tell her I sent you. She doesn't know who the hell I am, but it's she's so cool. I really do think you guys would enjoy watching her if you watch YouTube things. But she puts a lot of work into her videos, and she does she drives to these places. It's really, really neat. And let's see. And so she has her own gummies now, actually. And Bill said, I got some from the local gas station that had THC 10 in them. I thought that was illegal. Oh, and it is illegal. I think I have that right. And holy moly, I was chill with a lot of L's. I have not had any gummies, but I do think they would be awesome for if you have some type of pain, right? I mean, it's natural. And Jenny said, sounds legit right, Kiki. And Delta 88 from Colorado. Well, see, so it's legal in, well, it's legal. What did Wonder Hussy say? It's legal in 32 or 33 states, not THC, hemp. And I don't know. She's got 3 types of her own gummies now, and she said they're just great. And Maureen said it's legal in New York now. Patty said it's all legal in Michigan. Bill said Colorado has the good stuff. Raw Guitar, Las Vegas. So you get Raw Guitar. You have to watch Wonder Hussy. She is awesome. Honestly, I literally, I know you guys here would love her. And out in all caps. I cannot.
What? Listen, you're lucky I can function.
Yelling at people. Peter, email.
No, does that what the caps means? Yelling at people?
Yes.
Oh, what do you want me to retype it again?
No.
Come on.
Peter said okay. In a nice, calm
Yeah,
voice.
but no, he said okay in caps.
No, he didn't.
No, it's Peter Baker.
Wait. Oh, Peter Baker's
Oh
here.
my
Ready?
God, I can't with you guys.
I can do it better tonight than I did the other night.
No,
Ready?
you sound better tonight. You're getting on the meds because you got some antibiotics, so
I
you
know.
sound better.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, ready?
Don't anybody else email me because I'm not going to answer it. Okay,
Ready?
go ahead.
Peter Baker's here.
Peter Baker's here.
Finding your way down in Baker Street. That was so much better than the other night. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you very much. So literally, I'm listening to Lou Rawls before I come on here tonight. You'll never find another love like mine. Come on, guys. Someone who loves you the way I do. I mean, come on. He was amazing. Amazing. Candy said, will you go on Montana? It's going to become legal here in Florida as well. Too many other states have already legalized, so we're good to go pretty soon in Florida. And Peter said, right here on Baker Street. Absolutely. And Jenny said, my friend got her brother who was dying from melanoma. He had seizures. The cannabis oil really helped him. They weren't so violent and didn't last as long. And that's the whole thing. Like, see, I'm all about it. And if it's used properly and not abused, it really can help people with whatever ailment they have. Or, you know, even this woman I watch, Wonder Hussy, again, she has no idea. I just think she's cool as all get out. But it's just even taking the edge off. Or as we get older, right, everybody? Because I'm there. It gets difficult to sleep sometimes. It gets more difficult to stay asleep. I hate waking up at 2:00 in the morning. I do. I hate that. But supposedly some of these gummies, just you get a nice sleep for a good 8 hours. You wake up and you don't get that. Oh my gosh. So last year or a couple of years ago, I took melatonin. Now that's an over-the-counter vitamin because I've been off Tylenol PM. I really sound like I have a problem, but no, I was on Tylenol PM or the generic brand, whatever I could get my hands on, for years, decades, probably since I was in my mid-20s. Okay. So about 3 years ago, when everything shut down, I decided to stop taking them. And I do remember the first few nights, I just was, I was not sleeping. But then it was fine. And I had my regular sleep schedule. And I've been sleeping really well. And I don't need them anymore. I mean, I hit the pillow and I'm out. But I have heard, different people on YouTube that I watch. And there are gummies that just, so the melatonin that I was taking, somebody suggested to get that. It's just a vitamin. Buy it over the counter. It's in the vitamin section. Guys, I took 1 tablet of melatonin and I literally felt drugged for 3 days after. I don't know what's in that stuff. I really don't. But it was a horrible feeling. It wasn't even like, oh, I feel so relaxed. It wasn't that at all. It was, oh my gosh, I've been drinking on a I've been on a bender for 25 days on a school bus with hippies. Like I literally, and I've never been on a school bus with hippies. So, but I felt like I was. I would never take that stuff again for as long as I live. And then my friend Michelle goes, why did you take that? And I'm like, because somebody said so. Like they said it helps you sleep. Oh, melatonin. Peter Baker said melatonin does nothing to you. Oh my, I would never. I threw it out. It was horrible.
No, Peter Michaels, I haven't got his phone number yet.
Okay, that's fine. And Maureen said, I felt drugged too, but I take half of a 1 milligram or 1 milligram. This was a little teeny tiny thing. And then Candy said, Mark's going to take his mother to go see Journey. Ha, Al. I said it, Journey.
Who said that?
Candy.
Where'd you say that?
Never mind.
All
So
right,
Cookie H said, I didn't.
Okay, payback's a bitch. Go ahead.
Oh, put it back.
No.
Put it back, Al. Stop it. I mean, I'm serious. Like, I'm
Oh
like,
my God.
all right, so I'm going to put it back then.
Oh God.
And I'm going to, no, put it back.
I don't know how to do that.
Dude, well, stay off that thing.
Why?
Because you're not in charge of it.
I'm
Is. Stop, put it back.
I don't know how to do it. Don't worry about it. You already said it.
You're so rude.
Well, he's taking his mom to a concert, which is going to be great. I can't wait to talk to him. It's going to be. I think that's really nice of her son
I'm going
to
to take you off as an administrator. That's what I'm going to do. So Cookie said, I didn't like melatonin either. It made me feel strange. I hated it. I'm telling you, I threw it away. Let's see. What milligram did you take? If you took 5 or 10, that's way too. I don't even know. It was just like an over-the-counter thing. Carol Jean says, I take Relaxium. I would really like Relaxium sounds good. But you know what though? I'm fine. I have no problems. I don't need anything to help me sleep. It's all good. And Bill said melatonin has no effect on him. I don't know. We're talking about arresting people too. So I don't even know. I don't know what's going on, but that's fine.
Well, you should arrest me.
Maybe. Trying to see if there's anything else that has happened.
So, Bill, how many Bud Lights have you had so far tonight? I've only had half of one.
Oh, here's a good one.
Oh,
all right, everybody be quiet.
No. Maureen said that, okay, you wait, Kiki, menopause will affect your sleep.
No.
No, I think it's affected Maureen's sleep because she says a leap, not a sleep, a leap.
So this is on Ultimate Classic Rock. This is ironic. I just talked to Jeff Pilson, and here's the headline about Kelly Hansen and Lou Gramm. Foreigners, Kelly Hansen says door is always open to Lou Gramm. Because listen, there's been a whole thing going between the two of them. Not really from Kelly's side, but from Lou's side. And I do have an interview. I still need to.
You should get that. You should get that up in the next couple of weeks.
I'm going to do yours
because
first.
he's got do mine first. Okay, but I actually interviewed the guest who a week ago tonight,
and I'm going to do that first.
And it's funny as hell, but I don't know what the hell I was saying. But
so Kelly Hansen said that he's open to sharing the stage with Lou, and he said, great. "Quote: The door is always open to all the original members, all the surviving members of the band to come and play with us." Hansen explained when asked about Gramm during an appearance on the SDR show, I encourage that and I really enjoy doing it. I've always loved having those guys and respected everything that they've accomplished, even though sometimes it's not always reciprocal. Oh boy, here we go. And then let's see. Kelly Hansen's been with Foreigner since 2005. He previously shared the stage with Gramm in 2017 and 2018 as they celebrated their 40th anniversary tour, which we just talked about. How cool is that?
Oh, Lou Gramm's doing great. He did a cruise last week. I think this week he's on another cruise. He's actually on a cruise with some guy by the name of Brett Michaels.
I would have been on that cruise.
Yeah, me too.
I would have been on that cruise.
Life jackets for everybody.
Sleeping outside of Lou's cabin and then waiting for Brett to walk
Lou would have
by.
said, come on, sleep in here. He would have been fine with it. You say, Al, you got to stay outside. But he'd be fine with that. Lou's that type of guy. You know, he's a cool dude. I think Carol Lynn's on there. And also, oh my God, who's that bass player you talked to who plays the Lou Gramm All-Stars? Do you remember his name?
Tony Lewis.
Tony Lewis.
Candy's good friend.
Tony Franklin, not Tony.
Oh,
Lewis. Tony Lewis is gone.
I'm so sorry.
Tony Lewis is
Tony Frank. I just had for a second. Sorry.
How many classes have you had?
So.
Are you driving home?
Oh my God, no.
Oh, okay.
So Tony Lewis, Tony Franklin.
Oh my God, Tony Lewis is dead.
And I've got Revolutionary Saints right here.
Yeah, but
and Dokken.
I heard Tony Lewis's voice on the station today, and every time I hear it, I cry. He's a great artist, fantastic artist, and he did the '80s Rock Pack shows back in Trinidad and everything else. Great artist, so we miss him. You know, but because he's gone doesn't mean you can't talk about him. Say Tony Lewis all over the place. I mean, like you talk about Miley Bielan tonight. He's gone, but you got to keep talking about these people because they're part of our lives, right?
Well, Bill's getting another beer, so that's good.
Oh God, maybe I'll get another beer.
Yeah,
I can't because I got to drive.
And I think that's really cool. And see, Carol Jean said my daughter's home decor page is up past 100,000 followers. Whoa!
Wow. I want to become her friend. I want to become Carol G's daughter's friend.
Moly, she just started that.
I just have 2 followers.
That's crazy.
No, 2 followers.
my gosh. So
Oh,
let's see.
yeah.
Sandra said, well, the doctor gave me tramadols for my pain, but it doesn't work all the time. So when I was going through my back thing really bad,
Yep.
literally the only thing when I mean, the pain was so bad I would have to go to the hospital. And the only thing that worked for pain was an intravenous dilaudid.
So
What do you mean, really? You were there.
See how it's James in Wisconsin. So.
Hey, reality is an illusion. You guys got some snow
Yeah, that's right.
in Wisconsin.
I think they did.
They did. No, they did. I
They
saw
did?
it on the news.
Oh my God.
I saw it in the news. James has got some snow. I hope you got your boots out.
Right. It's cold and
I don't have any boots. I have a little
You
pair
have
of boots.
boots.
2 feet. No.
2 feet.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. That's big. That's a lot of snow.
Insane.
Was it wet snow or dry snow? What?
I don't know. I don't know if it was wet snow or dry snow.
I'm asking James in Wisconsin. I'm not asking you. Don't
All
know.
right. Well, James is
you
going
know.
to tell you in 1 second. Hi, Carol.
Hey, Carol.
So, Bill, how many beers have you had?
He's had one. He's getting his second one.
And Maureen said Southern California got snow today. Yeah,
Yes.
that's crazy. So a friend of mine in San Diego,
Yeah.
she sent me a video yesterday of
Wow.
all the snow she got.
Really? In San Diego?
Holy moly. Well, she said she lives in the mountains.
Okay.
So she said they always get snow.
I remember when we were in Las Vegas, because it was during the summertime, it's like 102 degrees, and you could see snow up in the mountains.
Yeah.
That was crazy, wasn't it?
So James said that Tuesday through Thursday, 2 feet of fluffy snow.
Oh, Fluffy's not bad.
Fluffy's not bad
No.
because you can shovel that without dying.
Fluffy.
Like
Bill
when
likes
it's-
Fluffy.
When it's not fluffy
Especially
and it's
two-
hard packed,
2 cans of Bud Light.
that's when you just,
Right.
you got to be concerned.
Concern. Yep. I wonder if Bill's going to have 3 beers tonight.
I don't know.
But maybe if he has 6 beers, he'll get married tonight.
No, he's not getting married tonight.
When's his wedding anyway? Coming up soon, isn't
Yep. And Bill said, I'm feeling fluffy.
it?
And he said he just might have 3.
Really?
Well, you know what? Good for you.
Good for you, man.
I'm not having 3 beers. I'm just having.
No, I just going to have a half one because I got to drive home.
And Candy said it was like minus 14 degrees in Montana.
Oh, my God.
What?
Dry snow, yes.
Oh, and Bill said the wedding is May 30th, everybody.
May 30th. I gotta write this up. May 30th.
And Bill just got his wedding ring. Oh, that's so exciting.
So what's today? Today's February 25th. So it's not too soon to get invitations yet. They're probably should be sending invitations out soon, right?
Yeah, we got one.
Oh, we did?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
And Carol Jean said
Hmm.
her baby is getting married in June. Oh my
Bill,
gosh.
listen, Bill, I don't even know what day it is, for God's sakes. Bill.
He knows. He doesn't pay attention. Even though he knows.
Yeah, but I got to write this on my calendar.
And Jenny said, if I have to go back to the
Hmm.
hospital, you better be able to drive. What? What is going on, everybody?
But you know what? The thing is, Bill's going to be nice enough to let me stay in his barn.
And reality is an illusion. James said physical graffiti was released 48 years ago on February 24th, 1975.
1975.
Wait a minute. Graffiti the movie?
Hmm.
American graffiti?
American.
Because I don't know what is physical graffiti.
Yeah, so,
And Jenny, we do hope you feel better.
hope so.
The barn is always open now.
Thank you.
That's great. People getting married. My best friend's son and his woman having their babies in the beginning of May, and I just got the little teeny tiny
Have babies first and get married afterwards.
baby shower invitation.
Yeah, you got
It's so
the
cute.
you got the baby gifts yesterday, didn't you?
No, it wasn't. I got the gifts, yes.
Right.
And today is George Harrison's birthday.
Oh, it was yesterday, wasn't it?
I don't know. Physical graffiti.
it was yesterday.
Physical graffiti
No, I
by
think it
Led
was
Zeppelin.
yesterday.
Okay.
I think it was yesterday. I don't know.
And Kathy said, if Steve Argeri and Brett Michaels show up at the wedding, I'm crashing. Yeah,
Ah,
but
show up
how
at
are you
the
going to
wedding.
get there in time,
Oh,
Kathy?
that character.
How are you going to
No.
get there? And I don't know about Brett Michaels.
Kathy would probably bring a cat with her. That'd be fine.
She could.
She could dance with a cat.
George Harrison.
And let's have Kathy and a cat dance to After the Lovin' by Engelbert Humperdinck. Can you believe Engelbert Humperdinck is still out there? He's still alive.
He has a TikTok.
A what?
He has a TikTok.
What the hell is a TikTok?
You know what it
Oh.
is.
We're actually going to go see, talking about artists who have been around for a while, we're actually going to go see Dionne Warwick. This is pretty amazing, isn't it, huh? In April? She's coming to Twin River.
Na, na, na,
That'd be good.
na, na, na,
She did a lot of good songs, didn't she?
na, 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 na,
What are you
na,
singing?
na,
What do you
na,
sing?
na. Wait a minute. Let me do
Oh,
it.
my God.
For good times, bad times, I'll be on your side.
What are you singing? Nobody knows that song, Kiki.
Yes, they do. Wait, shh. That's what friends are for.
Really? Okay.
Keep smiling.
Kiss my what?
Keep shining. Knowing you can always count on me.
Oh my
That was
God.
the Elton John part. For
Oh.
sure. And he's doing like all like dramatical with Dion. That's what friends are for. And he's like looking at her like, and then Gladys Knight, she's all like, yeah, I'm like around Dion and Elton. And
Yeah.
she's so cool.
Somebody just commented on my Facebook page of the cannoli. She just said she just gained 5 pounds by looking at it.
Yeah, that was a good cannoli. I thought it was a fish.
Yeah. And everybody knows who she is, but whatever. Nice lady. Nice cannoli. You like cannolis, Kiki?
I do like cannolis. George Harrison, why can I not pull up like
Can I get a cannoli tomorrow when we go out to eat?
I don't think they have those there. They have hanging bacon.
Ugh, that was pretty good, wasn't
What
it?
do you mean? Ugh, you ate it the last time we went.
It was good though. We haven't been there for
So
a while, right?
what they do is it's the Black Dog Barbecue, whatever it's called,
Yeah,
and you can pick out like it's a slab of bacon,
yeah.
and they have candied maple and I don't know a few different flavors. If Roberta's still here, she knows she's been there.
Yep.
And my gosh, this is what a few years ago we went and we had gotten the hanging bacon. They hang it up like on little clips you get from Staples.
Yeah, pretty cool.
And so the bacon's dripping down, but it's so yummy. My brother's going to enjoy it.
Your brother will enjoy it.
Oh, here it is. Okay, hold
They
on.
get the bacon from just down the road. What? They do it because it's farm country, you know?
Wait a minute.
What?
So wait a minute.
What?
George Harrison's birthday.
Yeah?
George Harrison's birthday.
How's his birthday? He's dead.
February 25th. That's tomorrow, but we can talk about him now. Hold on.
It's tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I should play something from All Things Must Pass tonight.
So George Harrison was known as the Quiet Beatle.
Yeah, he was quiet. He was stoned all the time. Right.
And let's see, the majority of the band's songs were written by John Lennon and Paul McCartney.
Yeah.
And let's see, George's songs for the Beatles include Taxman. That's coming up. I got to do my taxes. Stupid. So annoying. Like, I just sit here and I shake because I'm like, it's such a pain in my butt. Within You, Without You, While My Guitar Gently Weeps. Peter Frampton is a great version of that.
I had to say something about Peter Frampton. I would say Peter Frampton is probably one of the best guitar players I've ever seen. Probably one of the, there's a lot of great guitar players. No, nothing against anybody else. But Peter Frampton, I think, was probably one of the best. Joe Walsh is up there too.
Wait, everybody, hold on. Candy has to pee.
What do you mean Candy has to pee?
She said, hold on.
Well, she can take the phone with her to the bathroom.
No, and then wait a minute.
Oh my God, Candy's gonna pee everybody.
Bill said, "Have you ever tried battered and deep fried bacon?" No.
After Candy pees? No.
Battered?
Oh God.
Oh my God, that's an extra layer of everything.
Really?
And DG's got the telephone. Oh my God, I can't.
Kathy Rogers just said, my Alexa just told me I could thank my driver for my delivery. No. It's 3 days late.
And Sandra, we're sending love to you. And let's see, Kathy said, oh my God, Alexa told me I could thank my driver for my delivery. No, it was 3 days late.
Yeah, it sucks.
Oh my God. And Bill said, oh my gosh, it's a heart attack. You actually feel like your arteries are clogged. I feel like my arteries are clogging just thinking about it.
What, the bacon?
Yeah.
Don't eat it tomorrow.
No, I am. I'm going to.
No, you're not. No.
Yep.
Just have something.
Let's see.
Nice.
So Here Comes the Sun and Something. Those were George Harrison's songs for the Beatles.
For the Beatles.
And let's see. His early influences included Chuck Berry and Chet Atkins.
No kidding.
Yep. And
hang on, I'll be right back.
Let's see. He really was into folk rock and Bob Dylan and the Byrds. And let's see. He played the sitar on many Beatles songs, starting with Norwegian Wood, This Bird Has Flown. And he was really embracing transcendental meditation. Isn't that fun? Like all
That's
these
good.
things that's happening. Like we just talked to Jeff Pilson. He's into
That was our son Chris. He says, "I'm sorry I missed your call yesterday." He says, "What's up?"
yesterday. We could have been dead.
Yeah, and he says, "Is everything okay?" He says, "Yeah, we're on the radio." He says, "Okay."
I know. Wow.
I said, "You working?" Yeah, okay. Let's call him after the radio show. Oh my God!
Like what the heck?
Look, is everything okay? Yeah, I called you yesterday, dude. You know, it's fine. I mean, I could have been calling you my last breath saying, "Hey, bye." You know.
And James,
Mull
thank you
on
for
the
smashing the like button. We appreciate it. Everybody, hit the like button
Oh,
if
yeah.
you haven't already.
Don't say anything else till everybody hits the like button, because you know it's the only way we stay on the air. You know.
And subscribe.
Subscribe to what? Oh yeah, the Kiki Classic Rock YouTube channel.
Yep, do that.
You can subscribe and listen to all this crazy banter and everything else. Talking about craziness, we're going to be playing the interview with Jeff Pilson again on Sunday morning, 11 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock Pacific. The reason why I'm doing it a little bit later in the morning, because he has friends out in the Pacific. He lives in California, want to listen to it. And he had a lot of friends listening tonight, and he was very generous. It was very nice to share his interview like a few minutes before he went on. So that was really cool, you know?
Yep.
Oh, how cool is that?
That's very cool.
That's cool, man.
I mean, come on. It was just a cool day. And Candy said, Al, yes, that would be correct. George Harrison was very quiet because he was stoned all the time.
That's right. No, Candy, you just came back from peeing now? It took you that long to pee?
You know, she had to wash her hands and stuff.
Maybe she didn't wash your hands.
Maybe she did. I bet she did. I bet
Candy, did you wash your hands? No, I don't
did.
want to know that. That's,
No, she did.
that's, you know, I wash my hands every time after I pee. Yeah, I always do.
Oh, yeah. Remember, George Harrison was in the Traveling Wilburys.
I thought you were going to talk about whether
Who remembers that?
I was wondering if he washed his hands after he peed.
Oh, my gosh.
He died too young, too, didn't he?
Yeah.
God.
Did. Well, he had cancer.
Yeah, 2001. Yeah,
Cancer
my God.
sucks. Dementia sucks.
Oh, my
Everything,
God.
everything sucks.
Yeah, it does.
And,
But that's why, as I said before, and I sound like a broken record, you got to have a good time while you're here.
yeah, you do.
And you got to ask Kenny the important questions of life. You know, did she wash her hands after she peed? That's all that matters in life, right?
You know what? My sweet Lord, not for
Oh,
anything.
my God. We play
That
it.
is one of my top favorite songs of all time.
Yeah.
Everything.
The other song we play on Kiki.fm is What Is Life? That song is awesome.
Great song.
Great song.
Great song.
I mean, we played two songs from him on Kiki.fm, What Is Life and My Sweet Lord.
Stairway to Heaven. That's another big one of mine.
He didn't do that one.
I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just talking about like songs that I love and adore.
Right.
And I have to tell you, Don't You Forget About Me by Simple Minds.
I play that tonight on the radio.
Way up there.
Way up there.
Way up there.
And it's named after a group about my life, Simple Minds. It's a great song.
Way up on the list of Kiki's favorites. I can't.
So Candy took the phone to the bathroom when she peed.
So what would happen?
She's not answering me if she washed her hands afterwards. Go ahead, Kiki.
Wait a minute. Ready? Hi, Laura.
Hi, Laura.
Long and winding road.
Boom, 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 boom. I started coughing like crazy. I turned my microphone down. Okay, that's good. Okay, it's enough, Kiki. God, jeez. People are going to start tuning out. Oh, my God.
I don't care.
What do you mean you don't care?
Sitting here having fun.
Oh, my God.
My friends. That's what
So Sandra has a weakness for chocolate cheesecake. Oh, God. I love it.
Chocolate cheesecake.
Oh, my God. Now you're
That's not even normal.
Sandra, you're killing me today. I mean, this is not right.
Wait, ready?
What?
Don't want to miss a thing, because even when I think of you, sweetest dream will never do, because I miss you, baby, and I don't want to miss the thing. How is Steven Tyler doing? I hope he's doing all right. Why does the back of my foot hurt? Like the back of my ankle?
Oh, my God, I can't.
Like it goes like that. Like with is that your shin? Like you guys can see what I'm doing right now with my toe, but
you don't want to see my toe on camera. People would be tuning out things like, oh my God.
All right, ready?
Al's got an ugly toe.
On. Knock, knock, knock. Wait. No, let's be Bob Dylan for real. Knock, knock, knock.
Stop it, Kiki.
On heaven's door.
Oh my God, say hi to Cookie H.
On heaven's door. Hi, Cookie. I already said hi to Cookie.
Yeah.
But I love Steven Tyler.
Yeah, he's good. He's a great artist.
So you know who's going on tour? Debbie Gibson.
You're so excited about this.
She's going on tour.
She's going.
Like, I can't.
She's on tour, and she's actually coming to a theater near us. We might go see her. We might.
Those tickets are going to sell if they're not sold out today. They just went on sale yesterday, and I'm like, dude, they're like half
but
sold
some people might not even know who she is. But
what are our top? All right, Al, what's your top 5 favorite bands of all time? Or give James a couple.
That's a tough one.
I mean, 2 right off the top: Foreigner, Journey, and then Boston, Aerosmith.
You're asking me. That's you.
Well, I'm because you're taking too long, so I'm just jumping in.
No. You asking me.
Led Zeppelin.
People want to know what my favorite.
Go ahead.
It's tough. I mean,
do you like anybody?
No, I like a lot of the music. I love all the artists. I love all the groups, and I love all the history. But
oh my gosh, the Eagles too. See, like there's too many. Like you can't even, and I'm sorry. Those are ones that just popped out, but I love them all. I do. Like I love
Bill
George
likes
Harrison.
Iron Maiden, which is cool, and Led Zeppelin. I mean, they're all good.
John Lennon.
Right.
Come on.
I mean, we play John Lennon, whatever gets you through the night, and every time I hear that, I crank the mother radio station up as loud as I can.
Ringo Starr.
Oh, we play a lot from him too.
Santana.
He's great.
I mean,
they're all good. Do I hate any of them? There's one guy I'm not going to say who he is. There's one guy I just don't like his music. I mean, we play some of his stuff, but I just don't. I'm not going to say who it is, but I don't. I keep it in regular rotation because it's not all about me. It's about what people like. Correct?
Yes, it's true.
That's right.
And Cookie said, "Do you remember when they used to have Battle of the Bands? Remember that?
It was a big thing. Yeah.
And in Rhode Island, I believe we had that at Rocky Point.
Massachusetts, we used to have that all the time too.
Yeah.
In high school, it was always Battle of the Bands. It's just like the local bands were, competing against each other and everything else. But
it's not really fair that we don't have like any outdoor concert venues around here anymore. I don't think that's fair. And all right, let's have a conversation right now. I'll just take a back seat.
Why you keep telling me to take a back seat and shut up?
Get me a dessert.
No.
Something.
No. You always telling me to shut up.
Because you yell at me.
I'm not yelling at you. I didn't yell at you at all tonight.
You did.
No, I did not yell.
Oh, everybody knows.
No. Did I yell at Kiki tonight? No, I did not yell at Kiki.
You did.
No, I did not yell at you.
You pushed my buttons to the point where
I did not push
ready to walk off the job.
No, I didn't push your buttons. I was just telling you my feelings. I have a right to my feelings. If people don't agree with me, it's okay.
You really don't.
It's fine. It's fine. If people don't agree with what I say, everybody here on the station, they can't comment. But if they're on YouTube, everybody has different opinions about everything. And everybody's entitled to those opinions. And it doesn't make that my opinion is right.
Thank you, Candy.
What'd you say?
You know what we should do?
Oh, she watches it.
We should all sing Hotel California.
Not tonight.
For 7 minutes and 30 seconds.
No. Because
I know
you had a great interview with Don Felder, who originally he wrote that song, Hotel California.
I love how everybody's putting their bands in this is great. Look at
Tom Petty's mentioned there a lot.
Yep.
Elvis, Aerosmith, Foreigner. Foreigner is great. I mean,
let's face it, guys. Foreigner and Journey, 2 top 80s bands. I mean, like that was your pinnacle right there.
Yeah, Journey from back in the day. Yeah, Bon Jovi was great.
But no,
Richard Marx. Look at
all right,
Richard Marx. I mean, that was our wedding song, wasn't it?
Yep.
Remember that? Remember when we got married? Yeah. So anyway,
I do. But Journey and Foreigner, let's talk about it. Literally, they were the top 2 bands of the 80s. Yes, we had Bon Jovi and we had all kinds of other bands, but they were right here. Right here. Journey and Foreigner.
What about the Beatles? The Beatles were big.
I'm talking about the 80s.
Oh, yeah, that's different. Yeah, the Beatles weren't around in the 80s, right?
My sweet Lord. Ooh,
oh my God.
Lord.
Talking about 80s.
Really want to see
Stop
you.
Michael Jackson was big in the 80s, wasn't he?
Really want to be.
How about Rick Astley? He was big. Prince was big in the 80s. Huge. He was huge.
Really
You're not paying attention to me. I don't even know why I bother talking. How about Billy Ocean? He was big in the 80s.
Oh, yeah. Caribbean Queen. Never sharing the same.
Do you remember Midnight Oil? They were big.
Wait. How can we sleep when our earth is turning?
Yeah, that was good. I like
How
that.
can we sleep when our beds are
You,
burning?
you know who was big in the 80s too? Was Cher. She had
Wait,
some
wait.
big songs.
Do you believe in love after love?
You know what I used to like in the 80s was Johnny Hates Jazz and Shattered Dreams. That was good. You don't,
Oh, yeah.
You don't remember
No,
that.
I do, but I don't.
You don't. You don't. I like that.
James said, you deserve 1 million subscribers for your awesome personality, Kiki. Thank you very much.
Oh,
and
thank
I
you.
don't think I'll ever get to 3,000.
Oh, whatever.
You know what?
It doesn't make any difference.
I'm here to have fun.
It's about quality.
We're
It's not,
having,
it's not
you
about
know what?
quantity. It's about quality.
We're having a great time
You-
here.
Listen, a lot
But thank you very
no,
much,
no,
James. That's
listen,
very sweet.
Listen, there's a lot of people who listen to us on YouTube. There's a lot of people who find us on Facebook, but the numbers aren't there because it happens. And
It's all good, man.
It's all about quality.
It's all good.
As
We're
long-
having fun.
As long as we connect with you, that's all is important.
All
you
right,
know?
wait.
How about
Stevie
Daryl?
Nicks, hold on. No, wait.
Oh, my
Stevie
God.
Nicks. Stand back. In the middle of my room, I cannot hear from you.
Karaoke with Kiki
It's
from Friday.
It's all right. You be standing in the line. You be standing in the line.
Do you remember Susan Vega?
Oh, wait, Suzanne Vega. Wait a minute. Luca.
You're right.
Oh, shoot. How does that go?
It was
Shoot.
from the album. Oh my God, Solitude Standing. I think it was.
Wait a minute.
That was-
It says,
I can't play it.
hold on.
Susan Vega.
His name is Luca. Shoot, I can't think of it. Right?
A good song.
Oh, dang it.
Good song.
All right, Joan Jett, wait a minute. Doodaloo. I saw him dancing there by the record machine.
You know who's big in the 80s too is Sade.
Oh, wait. Wait. Oh, shoot. Wait.
How about this one? Culture Club.
No, I'll do them in a second.
Oh my
Wait,
God. Oh my God.
Loving in your eyes all the way. If I listen to your heart, would you say?
How about the Pet Shop Boys?
I would.
West End Girls. Do you remember how to do that one?
West End Girls. Wait. Ow, I can't think.
Okay.
Wait. Too many faces, too many voices, too many choices. This is kicking in chairs and knocking down tables in a restaurant in a West End town. Call the police. There's something around. A West End town, West End girl. East End boys and West End girls.
How about Daryl Hall and John Olsen? I can't go for that. No,
Right.
you can't.
I can't go for that. No. I no can do and I can't go for that. No. I no can do and I can't go for that. No. I no can do and I can't go for that. Can't go for that.
I'll name a song
Can't
that
go
I
for that.
played on Kiki.fm tonight
Okay.
around 6 o'clock.
Sure.
Tina Turner and Proud Mary.
Oh, ready?
I played it tonight. And people
Did
were
you?
going, yes, people were going nuts.
Wait, ready?
Ready? Proud Mary.
I left a good job in the city, working for the man every night and day. But I never lost 1 minute of sleep and worrying about the way things might have been. A big wheel keep on turning.
What the hell did it break? What?
Oh no!
What?
It's my Stevie Nicks CD.
Okay, whatever.
She's yelling at me. Oh, it's fine. She's okay.
Oh, you take it easy. I have another Prosecco. I can't.
Oh, Stevie.
That's fine.
Oh, I love you.
Did the CD break?
No.
That's good. That's all that matters.
Like, what do we do?
Don't worry about it. Just leave it on the table and
Well,
I'll
I
fix
tried.
it before we take a
I
drive.
tried.
That's fine. That was good. Karaoke with Kiki on Kiki.fm Coast to Coast tonight on a fun Friday.
You know, that would be kind of fun if we ever did all eventually get together.
no, but
I mean, that would be kind of fun.
but I would name the songs and
Karaoke.
just have people go up there and no screens. I mean, these people they read and they think they're good. They suck, but whatever.
I suck. Maureen, yes, you can definitely be one of my backup dancers because I would need that.
Has everybody liked the YouTube thing here tonight? Together?
Oh, wait. Hold on, James. Ready?
Right.
99 love balloons floating in the summer sky. Jet fighter. Shoot, I had it. Like, I
That
know
was
it.
good. That was really good. I like that.
Oh my gosh, the mixtape! I can't. We used to do friggin' mixtapes
Oh my God.
all the time, and I would sit there with my
Oh my God.
trying to record the song without the DJ's voice, and there
Right.
it is. Then I ended up getting
But
a job on the radio.
you weren't the only one doing that. So
Okay,
many,
Laura, good. You
so-
can be my backup.
so
singer.
many people were doing that. You know, they wait for the DJ to stop talking, but they couldn't record me because I talk it right up to the vocal.
Yeah, you did.
And then he was like, "Oh my God, I can't record Al. He's a pain in the butt." You know,
I'm telling you.
mixtapes were good, weren't they? Huh?
Yeah, and we just bought tickets for something today.
But don't tell me.
Really?
No,
Why?
because
Fun. Why? I think we should.
you think we should.
Yeah, I'm excited about it.
Okay, to tell everybody what you bought tickets for today, then everybody will be there probably. But
Good. I think that'd be great. Generation Radio with Jay DeMarcus and the guy from Chicago.
I guess who knows we're going there? Kurt.
Is he here? I don't
No,
think
no,
he's
no.
here.
He's in Toronto tonight.
Oh, good for him.
He's attending a wedding, I think it's of his nephew. He left
Oh,
yesterday.
Nice.
And I talked to him today in Toronto. He's staying in a high-rise hotel, and he'll probably be listening to this, you know, when he comes back or whatever.
Good for him.
So Kurt knows about this, and we weren't going to say anything to Kurt, but now that you put it out there in the open, I talked to Kurt today. He was in Toronto, just checking in with us to make sure you were feeling better, Kiki.
Oh, that's sweet.
And he's a nice guy.
We
and-
love Kurt.
and
We love all of you
and-
guys. And Mark.
Well,
and
we love
all
most
you
of you.
guys.
And he, you know, Generation Radio. He's a big supporter of them.
Very
So,
big.
and I think they're fabulous. So we're gonna go see.
I'm so excited.
We're gonna go see Generation Radio.
So excited at Foxwoods.
Foxwoods Casino.
April 28th, I think.
Let me
Right
see.
near my birthday.
Oh, your birthday's coming up.
Yeah, I'm
isn't
going to
it?
be like 102.
Really?
Yeah. Stupid.
Generation Radio is going to be on Friday, April 28th. Right.
So we're going to be there, and I'm excited.
And Kiki's birthday is the 24th on Monday. So if you want to send cards and gifts now, you can.
Just stop
You
it.
can get our post office box by going to our website at www.kiki.fm. We accept any type of gifts, so that'd be fine. So we're going to see Generation Radio in concert on Friday, April 28th. We got a busy schedule coming up.
I know.
Oh my God!
I know.
We're going to see Dionne Warwick April 8th.
Jason Sheff, yes, Jason Sheff from Chicago,
Yes.
and Patty Taylor said she'd like to see them. I don't
You
know,
have to.
I just have a funny feeling this is going to be a fantastical show.
You know, you should get out and see concerts. I mean, I just like Kiko's trying to inspire Jeff, but he's going to spend time with his family. He's been very busy for over 20 years. But, you know, Revolution Saints is great. Generation Radio is fantastic.
Yeah,
Really, really good.
yeah, I'm really.
And
Good.
then the week after Dionne Warwick, you got the baby shower. I see that.
Yeah, it's true.
And then we got, I think in June, we got Grand Funk Railroad. We're going to see them at Twin River. We're going to have a broadcast booth there. And we're going to have a broadcast booth at Dionne Warwick, too.
Yes.
Can you believe this? And I'm not saying this to be weird. Dionne Warwick is almost sold out already. And I think it's great.
You know,
I
let
think
me,
it's
let me
friggin-
say something about that. And I'm sorry to interrupt you, but
Go ahead.
I got to tell you guys, the concert scene this year is blowing everything away. Like, it is insane. I literally looked at the Grand Funk tickets they're coming to Rhode Island in June, right, Al?
Yes, yeah.
They're half sold out already. And I'm like, what is going on? Generation Radio. If I
Well,
didn't
because
get-
people weren't allowed to go to concerts for 2 years or 3 years.
I went on at 10:14 this morning.
Yeah.
And literally half the tickets were gone. I'm like, wait a minute, they went on sale at 10.
Yeah.
I mean, what the heck? So I'm telling you guys, get out there. If there's a show you want to see,
You got to get
go
on
have
you
some
got to get on the
fun.
right way. In fact, I talked to what's his name? Scott Andrews. He's not here tonight. I talked to him on the phone today, by the way.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, so he reached out to me also. I mean, I do other things. You know, people do call me once in a while. And he said he's going to be at a concert tonight. Sorry, I said, okay. And he told me about the Styx he's going to see at the, what do you call it? The MGM Theater in Fenway Park in Boston. He went immediately on, and he said so many tickets were already sold. He says he couldn't believe it.
I'm telling you.
You hit the nail right in the head. If you hear a concert, you got to be on it like hotcakes.
Right away. And
Right away.
Kathy's going to see Kenny Loggins.
Oh my
Jenny and
God,
Bill are
really?
going to see Aaron Lewis.
Oh, really? Wow.
Let's see who else we got. Who else we got? And Kiki, you nailed that with Cher. Listen, I love Cher. I have to tell
Right.
you, I am a Cheraholic.
In fact,
Peter Cetera.
oh my
Yep,
God.
he was with Chicago for a very long time. And Kathy also said she's going to get Brian Adams and Joan Jett tickets. I mean, Joan Jett is fabulous.
She's really good.
So we were going to get tickets to a group, and I talked to Al about it, and I'm like, you know what? We've seen them quite a few times already. Let's try to go.
Somewhere
We're
else.
gonna see other bands that we have never seen before.
Right.
Even though I love, the bands that we've seen are so great and so wonderful, and that's why you go again and again, right?
Right.
But I do want to branch out, and you only get so much money.
Right.
You just do. It's just a fact of life here. So I said, you know what? No, we're gonna go see Generation Radio. We're gonna go see, a few other bands that we've never gotten to see before.
The Generation Radio, we've heard good things about. We've seen
Yeah.
live streams of them. The great artists from Chicago, Roscoe Flats, and the great Dean used to be with them, right? And they're fantastic. Yeah. They're fantastic.
Yeah.
And we're branching out to see other groups. And like I was talking to somebody last week, there's not a lot of original members for groups. There are people say, well, who is original from the Guess Who? Well, nobody was there from the original from the Guess Who, but the guys who were there have been there since the late 80s, early 90s. And they and I thanked them in the interview, you'll hear it. I thank them for keeping the legend alive. And that's what it's all about. They did a fantastic job. If you get an opportunity to see the Guess Who in concert near a city near you or where you live, go see them. I know you say, well, it was fantastic. I mean, just the crowd was going nuts. And it was just so great to see high energy and good music. I mean, it was great.
Candy has a request.
What's that?
Lovin', touching, squeezing. And I think I'll do that before we sign off tonight. But before we go, let's just have a quick chat about. So I've had this thing in my head, about cover bands, but not really cover bands. So the Guess Who, right?
Yeah.
Gary Peterson, not in the band right now because he's not traveling with them right now. The only original member left. But to be honest with you, I don't think people care. Because that was a sold out show.
Sold out.
So as we are moving,
I don't mean to interrupt you, but the next day they went to Myrtle Beach, sold out.
Yeah, and
sold out.
As we're moving along, and the bands that we have followed and the bands that we have loved, there's no more original members, but there are people carrying on their name. And again, this is what it is. Al, don't interrupt me. But I'm thinking Journey, right? If there are no original members left, it gets to a point there's no original members left. Will that band go on? Will people go see them still? I think yes. Because look at Foreigner. Perfect example. Mick is not at every single show. Lou's been out of the mix for a long time. Kelly's done a great job, and all the other guys have done a great job. So I'm not calling them a cover band, but you see people, in the comments and they make comments about it's not the real band. But you know what? At the end of the day, fans don't care. They're still going and they're still buying tickets.
Well, we're promoting the Guess Who. I saw a lot of negative comments. Well, not the original. That's fine. You have a right to your opinion. It's fine. You say whatever you want, But I give credit to these band members who try to keep the legacy alive.
So Bill brought up the fact that the anniversary of the station nightclub fire was just this week, and Great White was his first concert, and they opened for Whitesnake. Now, I remember that day, and I actually remember a friend of mine had called and said, were you and Al there? Because, at the time we had done DJ stuff, and it was very nice. She's like, oh my gosh, but, thankfully we weren't. But so many people,
100 people
around the state of Rhode Island were affected by that fire.
100 people passed.
And we drive by the memorial on a weekly basis. And, I have to tell you guys, the fact that, because we live here and we live near it, it is even weird to drive by it. You do get I get a feeling every time I drive by it, whether I'm driving this way and then I'm coming back this way. There's always something that touches me every single time I drive by that. And Al and I had been in there before. We had just gone there for dinner or whatever. It was a very small place.
We were there not too long before the whole incident happened.
Yeah. And when that's brought up, it's just really sad.
It affects.
Really sad.
And I can remember I had a DJ office on Main Street in East Greenwich. And I remember sitting there with a young lady who used to work for me. And it was the morning afterwards, and I didn't know about it that night. And seeing helicopters everywhere. And I couldn't believe it. I knew some radio people that lost their sons in it. It was a very famous and well-known radio personality in Providence that worked for WHJY, Dr. Metal. He died in the station nightclub fire, and it affected so many people's lives, and it was very, very sad.
So I just have to ask the question, and forgive me if I'm incorrect, but Bill and Jenny, were you there? Like, I feel like you guys were there.
No, he said Great White was his first concert. Opening for Whitesnake. No, he wasn't there.
Oh, okay.
And he said Great White was his first concert he ever went to.
But Jenny said, I was there, Bill, and didn't even know you. And Bill said, yeah, I know, Jenny. You were blocking my view. And then...
Well, I think it was something
okay,
like,
okay.
Yeah.
No, in Cincinnati. Okay. No, the Great White Show in Cincinnati. Okay.
No, the Station Nightclub was a very small venue.
Very small.
And
honestly, guys, when... And I apologize, I'm not laughing. It's just, you think about what happened and the fact that, we had been in there before. It's like, how in the name of God did that even happen?
I know people today that are still alive that were in the Station Nightclub fire. And they talk about it. Their lives are affected forever. Because they knew so many people, their music and everything else. So what I am saying to everybody, so many people go to concerts. To really pay attention to the fire exits, you have to do that. You're in a crowded situation. And God forbid anything ever happens like that again to any concert venue or whatever.
Well,
it'd be disaster.
Thankfully.
And it's scary. Because when you go to these concerts, there's so many people. And this place wasn't that big, but it was very, very, very popular for a lot of rock groups during that time.
But they should have never, I mean, pyrotechnics in a place like it was like a bedroom.
Well, the thing of it is that there was fabric, some stuff that was put in the ceiling that ignited very fast. And what happened was people couldn't get out of the exits. The pyrotechnics went off and it engulfed the roof of the place and affected all those people. It was horrendous. So I'm just saying to everybody, I know everybody likes to go to concerts. And I don't mean to put a damper in anybody's concert going or whatever. But make sure you check where the fire exits are. Because God forbid anything like this ever happens again. This was horrible.
Yeah.
And it just, as Kiki said, we drive by it on a weekly basis. Mm-hmm. And every time Kiki drives by, she says a prayer. And she has for many years. And it's just, you make sure that you're safe and you're in safe surroundings.
Yeah. And I mean, it's true. Like all we say is, music brings people together. And what's kind of funny? I see a lot more people saying that. Music brings people together. Music keeps us together. Music. It's so true. And we don't want anything turning into a bad thing. We want it all to be a good, positive experience. So it's true. You do want to make sure you know where the exits are when you go into any venue. I mean, no matter where it is. But luckily enough, we go into, we're seeing these shows at larger venues. All of you are, or even outside. But it's still good to be aware of your surroundings.
But there are a lot. Somebody told me, I don't forget who I was talking to today. Mm-hmm. It was Scott. I think he was seeing somebody tonight. He says it's a small venue. So again, whether it's small or big, make sure you know where the fire exits are. And just like my son Chris just moved a few weeks ago, and Kiki and myself bought him fire extinguishers. You got to make sure that you're prepared in case something does happen, because you never know when it's going to happen.
Yeah, it's so true. So I guess I'm going to end the night with a fun song because Candy wants me to.
Oh my God.
So I'm gonna do it. Hold on, let me get my little iPad.
What are you going to sing? Get Down Tonight?
No.
That's the way I like it?
No.
What song are you going to sing, Kiki?
Well, I'm gonna tell you in a second.
Oh my God. And just a reminder, when we sign off of YouTube tonight, a lot of people listen to us around the country right now. We're going to play the song which we debuted about a month and a half ago. It's by the group called the Revolution Saints. And we're nice enough to have Jeff Pilson on tonight. He sings backup vocals on this, plays bass guitar. The song is entitled Need Each Other. So as soon as Kiki's done a YouTube broadcast here tonight, you'll hear it on our station. We invite everybody to tune over there in about a minute or so. You'll hear it in its entirety. It's a great flipping song, Need Each Other by Revolution Saints.
It's pretty awesome.
It's great. So Kathy Waddle says, yes, Kathy, do me a favor. Don't spend any money on concert tickets next week. Go buy yourself 2 fire extinguishers, okay? She doesn't have a fire extinguisher.
Yeah, you need to get one.
You need to get one, okay? Because I don't want anything happening to your cats, all right? I don't want anything happening to
her.
I said her cats and her. Oh, my God.
All right, let's see. Hold on.
Oh,
let's
God.
get a good one. All right, let's see.
And if you have fire extinguishers, make sure that they're still good, too, because they expire
you
after a
have to
while.
check them, yeah.
You got to check them, you know?
All right, hold on. See if we can-
You can buy those spray can fire extinguishers. No, she's going to sing a song.
Oh, I can't do that one. There's no words. I need the words, guys.
No, you don't. You can't play words over the YouTube.
Right. Oh, this is a good one.
Oh, my God, please.
Ow.
What?
All right, that's good. All right, so
Steve Perry.
yeah, why not? So I love you guys, and I hope that you're going to have a fabulous weekend. We're gonna leave with a song because you know why?
Why?
Because Candy wants me to.
Okay.
Well, no, she didn't. She didn't really say that.
And she did wipe after she peed.
Oh, good.
That's-
Well, that's good. I hope you guys enjoyed the Jeff Pilson interview. Oh, my iPad fell down. I hope you
Oh,
enjoyed the
God.
Jeff Pilson interview tonight. It was a total bunch of fun talking to him. Thank you, Candy, for suggesting it. And again, any suggestions, you guys, if you want me to try and reach out to people, I'll try Trev Lukather and his beautiful wife, Madison. We'll see. I can't guarantee anything. I have no idea if these people will talk to me. They might say she's a banana Fred. She's a banana Fred. I don't even know what a
I
banana
was talking
Fred
to
is.
somebody last night about banana. Oh, there's something that you can use. Oh, I don't know. I'm going to share something with everybody. Does anybody own leather? I mean, do you have a leather coat or leather boots or anything?
I do. Yeah.
Okay, you do. Do you know what helps? Well, you know how you can shine leather?
How?
With a banana peel.
Do you know banana is like fake Botox? If you rub a banana on your face, it'll make your skin firm. What the hell is wrong with you tonight?
What the hell are you talking about? You're screwing.
I can't.
Oh my God! How many seconds did you have tonight?
I don't know. All right, it's time to sing a song. Everybody, let's
Oh
leave
my
with a
goodness.
song because you know why?
Everything's gonna fall
Because
down.
we can't.
The microphone's gonna
Because
fall.
we can't.
You
We're just
calm
gonna
down.
have some fun before we go.
Everything's gonna
'Cause
fall
you
down.
guys are the best on the planet. Can you hear that? Is that good? Al, can you hear it?
Yes.
Okay, good. Oh, let me turn this off. All right, wait. Oh, no. Wait a minute. I got to turn the light off. Let's try it again.
Oh my God!
Stop.
Kiki, just
Stop. I don't want to talk to you yet. All right. No, it has to be sexy. Hold on. We got to make it sexy.
Oh my God! I can't with this girl. She needs help.
Pretend I'm sexy.
Well, pretend I'm sexy.
Pretend.
Pretend.
You make me weep. Sing it, everybody. And wanna die just when you said we try loving, touching, squeezing each other. When I'm alone, all by myself, you're out with someone else, loving, touching, squeezing each other. Scumbag, you're tearing me apart. Every day, you're tearing me apart. Oh,
What can I say? You're tearing me apart. Jerk. Should be cheating. Wrong. It won't be long, yes, till you're alone with your love. Ha, 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 ba. Boy, that was sexy. When he hasn't come home, 'cause he's loving who he's touching. He's squeezing another. He's tearing you apart. Oh, every day, he's tearing you apart. Oh, what can you say? He's tearing you apart. Now it's your turn, girl. Na 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 na.
Yes, Bill, I know I'm the same.
This is the fun part.
Oh, God. Good night, Peter Michaels. I'll be gonna have nightmares of this. I can't.
It's a lot of nas.
Yeah, like nah.
I'm not going to keep na-na-ing because it's a lot of nas.
Right.
All right. That's it. Because, like, he's just going to keep na-na-ing. Guys, you are the best. I hope you have an awesome weekend. Remember to be kind to everyone. Stay strong. And most importantly, guys, you know what I'm going to say.
What are you going to say?
Always remember to always keep rocking. I hope you enjoyed the interview tonight. Thanks so much to Jeff Pilson. Thanks so much to each and every one of you. You guys are amazing.
And just
We
a
love you
reminder,
so much.
talk
And
about
have
Jeff
a wonderful
Pilson.
weekend. And hopefully we will see you on Tuesday.
Revolution
Have a great night,
safe
everybody.
to each other. Come on.
Bye.
Tell me.